Right, welcome to the pre-match here. We've got a very exciting game coming up between the Titans Legends and the Blue Bulls Legends. To my left, I've got the two umpires in Johan Klute and Joma Kutsia, and also the captains of the Legends, the former Springboks locksmith Victor Medfield, and the former Titans captain, Mr. Pierre Jubel. We've got the toss here. Joma's got the toss. Pierre will be taking the toss, and Victor will call. Heads it is, and the Titans Legends have decided that
We'll bat first.
the Titans Legends have decided that they'll bat first, yeah? Pierre, what is the decision behind you guys batting first, yeah?
We're just trying to save ourselves as much as we can for the fielding, so we'll bat first. We don't want to get tired a little bit later.
And how does it feel to be back at SuperSport Park with such a full crowd here to play in front of them?
Yeah, it's a bit nerve-wracking. Some of the guys there's a lot of nerves floating around, but it's great to play in front of people like this, and we hope they come again next year when we do something like this again. Wonderful initiative.
And now, what's your message to the team before they take the field?
Execute your skills if you've still got it. You know, some of the guys haven't played for 14, 15 years, but let's see what happens.
Any legends to look forward to?
There's a few too many, you know, Morris, De Villiers. We've got like 3 De Villierses, so there's plenty of them.
Thank you, Pierre. All the best for the match. Victor, Balu first, are you happy with the outcome?
We probably would have liked to bat first as well, put a big total on, but happy to field first. I think Mr. SAB, Jaco Pereira's batting out here looks like he's going to play a 5-day game, so I don't think we'll chase too much.
And how does it feel playing against the Legends in a sport that you're not particularly used to?
Yeah, it's going to be a bit tough. I think everyone can't wait to get AB De Villiers out here to see what he can do. You know, Albie, Morkel, all these, but Brian Abana said he can't wait. At the moment AB walks out, he takes the ball.
And what is it that you guys, as a team, you're looking forward to in this match?
We want to have fun. I hope the people that's here, thanks for coming out as well. Hopefully we're going to have a lot of fun today, a lot of laughter, and hopefully at the end, I know Mr. Bones, Willem Alberts, maybe he'll hit that winning runs in the last over again.
And who are the key players looking at your squad? Who are the guys that you say, these guys can come and take the game away from the Titans Legends?
Yeah, we've got a few batsmen. It looks good. Jaco van der Westhuizen is a pretty good cricketer. Wynand Oliver can hit the ball a long way. Werner Krier, the Bull Scrum coach that's doing so well, can also play. But I think Willem Alberts is our big weapon. He can really hit the ball a long way.
Thank you, Victor. All the best with the game. And that's it from us here at the post-match presentation, or pre-match presentation rather. The Titans Legend won the toss, and they have decided that they're going to go out there and hit some sixes first. And we'll see you 2 o'clock. That's when the game starts. Have some fun. Taste of SuperSport Park, brought to you by Titans Cricket.
my problem.
Right, we're here with our commentators for the day, giving us a little bit of an insight of today and what we should looking forward to. Johan, you've got the mic. Looking at the Bulls Legends team, who are the players that you think we should look out to?
Yeah, as a cricket expert, obviously, but there's a few that I've played with. Jaco van der Westhuizen himself, I haven't actually seen him yet. He was a pretty good cricketer when he was young. I know Victor. Most of these guys have got ball in them, but we got to see how they hold up in the day. Is it going to be 2 overs, 1 over? How long are they going to survive? That's the main thing. It's because it's unnatural movements for them to bowl, but it's great to see all the people out. It's a lovely day.
And Kola, as a big rugby man, you look at the guys that are walking in, what would you say, what shape would you say they are in?
I'm quite impressed. I mean, considering the years that have gone past, the boys are looking good. I mean, there are a couple of boys who, you know, maybe will enjoy and appreciate a run out on the pitch for the first time in a couple of years. Gaza Porter is shaped like me, or at least I'm shaped like him now. But for the rest, Victor is in very good nick. Johan Roots, and I see he's got 15 on his back, which is typical. In very good nick, Jaco Pretorius. The guys I've seen, Brian Habana, looks like he could get out and break into a 100-meter sprint. Although that's not what he's here to do today. Today it's all about completely, as Johan says, different technique. I don't expect to see any tackles on the field. I hope not, but who knows how it might end up. They might get desperate and things could fall apart.
And Ken, what are the things that you think will be very exciting, particularly exciting about this match here today?
Well, 2 letters just to start with. AB de Villiers is making his return to action at SuperSport Park. It's fantastic, and I think a lot of the crowd are really looking forward to watching him in action. Look, there are a lot of great cricketers in that Titans Legends side, players who have really entertained crowds here at SuperSport Park for so many years. And it's always lovely to see, you know, the rugby players doing something different, and there are always a few really good cricketers in these rugby sides. Devalt Potgieter was just mentioning before that, yeah, I can draw. Cricket was probably my first choice when I was at school.
And Johan, cricket being more your forte, what did you say would be the pass score here, or what would you say the Titans Legends will be looking to put on this weekend?
I was just scared you're going to ask me about the shape that they are in, because the rugby players, Kola mentioned it, they look great. Some of the cricket players, but we won't discuss that. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, you know. It is obviously a social day, and it's a day for the families to enjoy, but there's a few guys that's going to take it seriously. Remember, there's a guy called Jaco Pereira. He's from SAB. He's batting 3. I said I'll buy him a case of beer if he runs AB out, so let's see if that happens. But yeah, look, the field's small. It's SuperSport Park. They're going to put up a show that people want to see 6s and 4s. So maybe 200, maybe we see 200, you never know.
Kola, with your rugby people, who are the 2 players that you can pick out and say, definitely, this one's at the end of the day, they'll get some runs or they'll get some wickets?
I'd have to say up front, just because I've seen him wield a bat before, Victor Matfield. He's done this against the Proteas in the past, and if I remember correctly, at the Wanderers he got a pretty decent score. Yeah. So I think he'll be determined to show his worth. Brian Abana's doing a lot of running around. I think that's all just bluster. It's all fluff. Don't believe the hype. He's not the guy. But Devalt Potgieter, I think, is the other, who was a really good junior cricket player, and he'll want to prove a point. He'll want to prove I'm not just about the game of rugby. And seeing him earlier and just how seriously he's taking the warm-up fills me with hope that they're not going to just capitulate. They're not going to just give in to the cricketers. They're going to go out there and try and prove that they can do this, and a lot of pride at stake. I mean, the guys are, you know, we're older now. There's a lot of gray hair on the field. So pride is definitely going to come into it. But look out for those 2 guys.
And Ken, being a very big sportsman, and you look at such an event, what does such an event do for the sporting entity?
Well, it's fantastic, you know, because it's 2 sides who have won so many trophies in their respective sports. You know, the Bulls, one of the most dominant forces in South African rugby. The Titans have won so many cricket trophies. So it's 2 powerhouses of South African sport in general coming together for a great day. And, you know, I think the public love it. I mean, the public, we've seen Masters cricket now getting a bit more popularity. People love seeing their old heroes back in action, even if it's just to see one more cover drive, you know, from AB de Villiers.
And Johan, which AB do you think we'll see here today? And I ask that because you look at the way that AB started his career. He was a bit that guy that you say is very technically correct. He plays a stroke. At the end of his career, he was a guy that hit the ball all over the show. So which kind of AB would you like to see here today?
We're gonna see a flamboyant AB. Can he be different? He's just the most talented cricketer batter that we've seen on Park. So he'll be here to impress and to entertain. He knows what it's about. His bat says Mr. 360. I don't know if you've seen that. So he'll live up to that reputation. Yeah, I'm sure. Just on the one thing, the Bulls and the Titans in the years. I was on the receiving end for many years, playing for the Knights all those years. I mean, both of them in Pretoria, they are a force to be reckoned with. Has been, will be in the future. So it's great for the crowd, I think. It's your heroes.
And Kola, for your rugby players, what do you think will be the mentality for them going into this match?
I walked past a couple of the guys. They were in a huddle, obviously strategizing, and you have to have some strategy. But the one that I heard is slightly worrying because I heard him say "smash it." I don't know how far they're going to get with that. Look, I could joke, but I know one thing about the competitive nature of professional sports people. They might say they're here for a jol. They might say, oh, no, we're not going to take it lightly. They'll have thought about this. They're probably not going to smash it in the first 2 overs or so. They're going to want to get their eye in. They're going to want to put up a score. I saw the toss has been done, and I think it's the Titans are going to be batting first. So obviously it's up to the bowlers in the first part of the match. But I think that they're not going to want to be embarrassed. That's the bottom line.
And Ken, just last thoughts from you. What message would you have for all the other franchise teams and franchise rugby teams basically out in the country looking at the spectacle that has been pulled here today?
Copy it if you can. But, the Titans have been trendsetters and pace setters for so long, and the Bulls rugby as well, setting new bars of professionalism and that sort of thing. But yeah, I just reiterate, it's a great idea. It's the sort of thing spectators love to see. Beautiful day. There's a lovely carnival sort of atmosphere out here with markets and SuperSport Park, always with the grass banks and that. It's just such a lekker place to be on a Sunday afternoon.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. Thank you for that insight. And that's us. That's it from us here. The Titans legends are batting first, and they'll be looking to smash the ball over the place. We'll see you in a bit, and you'll catch these three gentlemen in commentary a little bit later on.
Thank you very much. Thank you. See you.
Right, we've got the Titans legend here, Mangaliso Msetle, who will be betting up first. What can we look forward to in your betting innings?
It's a very good question. I think your guess is as good as mine, man. But then just go out there and have a bit of fun and have a hit and a miss. So yeah, we'll see what happens here.
And what have you been doing to keep fit? Because I assume you can't just come in the game without keeping fit. What have you been doing to get yourself ready for this match?
Yeah, I've hit a couple of balls. So I got the school kids that our coaches throw to me. So yeah, I try to run now and then, but not as much as I used to. But yeah, well, hopefully the instincts will take over.
Any bowlers from the Blue Bulls legends that you're looking and say, this ones might get my wicket?
No, any ball can get you out there, so you never know.
Thanks, Max. All the best with the match. Brian. Good to be back in Pretoria. And what are you looking forward to in this match?
Hopefully 2 maiden overs, and hopefully I'm not going to have to bowl to AB de Villiers. That's going to be the best. I'm putting full faith in our captain, Victor Matfield, to at least have a 115-run innings, and the rest of us just support him where necessary, right?
And are you sure that you have retired from sport? Because you look as fit as you looked when you were scoring all those tries from the Springboks. What have you been doing to keep in shape?
Yeah, so I'm not quite sure if you saw me while I was playing. I put on a couple of kilos. I've been absolutely horrendous. If I look at some of the Bulls guys like Wynand and Vic, that are in the shape of their lives, I'm feeling rather awkward to be about 6 kgs heavier. But being back in Pretoria, seeing all the fans come out back at SuperSport Park, it's going to be a fantastic afternoon, and hopefully we can bring the energy.
Thanks, Brian. All the best. We do have medics here if you need them.
Hello and welcome back to SuperSport Park Centurion, where the wonderful festivities are about to reach a peak with the Titans legends taking on the Bulls legends in this T20 match. And we already see a really good crowd, a wonderful festive atmosphere at SuperSport Park. You see there the Titans have won the toss and elected to bat. I'm Ken Borland, and it's a very great pleasure to have alongside me Kola Nshinga.
Oh, your good friend Kola Nshinga. Come on, Ken. What an absolute privilege it is to be here at SuperSport Park on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. As I was driving in from Johannesburg, it looked a little bit cloudy overhead, and I was worried that it might impact what we're going to see on the pitch in just a few moments. But tell you what, it's cleared up beautifully. The legends are out. I see Brian Habana is going to be opening the bowling, and he is a case boy, so you know he would have, I think, faced a couple of zippers from some really good players at his ex-school. Graham Smith, of course, is one of the former students from King Edward VII in Johannesburg. Habana, we know, very good rugby player, able cricketer, but this is certainly a different test for these guys.
When you think speed, you think Brian Habana, don't you? So I wonder how quick he's going to be. It's a relatively short run-up, but he's looking fit. Here we go, 2 slips and a gully. Right. Just a loosener, I think, from Habana, and Morris Aronstam treats it with respect.
Does do. Got to be defensive up front, and I kind of wonder how the rugby players are going to approach this game. And we were talking about this earlier, Ken. They're going to want to get off to a steady start, and that's a steady start so far.
Here comes the pull. Oh, what a great bit of fielding. He's got a hand on it there. Saved a boundary.
But
great work.
Did penetrate that infield, which is a bit of a concern, that he's already finding space and a few gaps early on.
Jaco Pretorius, former Springbok centre. Great work, man.
Very good, Jakes. And he was probably not the most agile of centres, but...
Ooh, good change of pace from Brian Habana there, fooling Aronstam.
Yeah, Victor Matfield getting involved there, coming in from the first slip position, eager to get his hands on the ball. Yeah, he's obviously the captain today. He was involved in the toss, and I don't know, do they opt to bowl?
Titans legends won the toss.
And they decided that they're going to have a bat.
Little shuffle down, whacked away through extra cover, and the first boundary of many I think we're going to see today.
I think so, and yeah, I mean, it was a very straight sort of drive through the covers. And of course, the field is up in these early overs. We are playing the full 20, so it's going to be interesting to see how Victor and his compatriots decide to adjust the field positions. I've got a feeling that there's going to be quite a bit of fruitling.
Oh, well bowled, Brian Habana, right up there in the block hole. Captain Victor Matfield, the master strategist, not just a line-out genius. And he's keeping the 2 slips and a gully in place, so very attacking.
Certainly, and I mean, Brian will be happy with this first over, the way it's gone. We've only conceded 6 runs, and there would have been a concern that it's not too tight up front. But this, so far, is unbelievable tight, well-controlled, very good line as well. Yeah, they're eager to, I think, put the pressure on from the word go.
Yeah, good start by the Bulls legends. Just 6 runs off the first over from Brian Habana. Well bowled by the Springbok great. And we're now going to see Maggie Mosekhle take strike. The wicketkeeper batsman. He played an unbelievable innings here in the T20 final that won the Titans the cup. He'll be looking to repeat that.
Yeah, and he'll be facing a couple of fast ones, I think, from JP now, former Bulls centre, really good player back in his day, and obviously would rate himself as a cricketer from junior days as well. Haven't seen JP in quite some time. And look, these guys are looking in pretty good nick, because he looks the same like he did as when he was playing. The only thing that would give him any bit of added weight is that barky, that beard that he's decided to grow. But, can't be helped. It's a Pretoria thing.
He was a very abrasive centre. I think his bowling is going to have a bit of bite to it.
He'll be happy with that first delivery. So not, it's gone wide. It's a wide.
I thought umpire Johan Klutter, great to see him out in the middle again, former test umpire. I thought he was going to be generous, the umpire, and let it go.
Yeah, I thought so too. These guys didn't get the bribery money out.
That's better, JP, now. We've also got Wynand Olivier, of course, another great Bulls centre.
Yeah,
Springbok.
unbelievable that, these guys played alongside each other so many matches for the Bulls.
Appeal. Is it too high? The umpire thinks so. Now they're going to sneak an overthrow.
A sneaky little run there as well. Well done. Keep the scoreboard ticking over. But for a moment, looked as though the Bulls legends might have had an early breakthrough. But it was a pretty good delivery.
Yeah, nice and straight, playing all around it.
And this is how you turn the taps on. You got to keep the pressure because I think the Titans will be wary. Arenstam certainly will. That there have been a couple of balls that have been very, very bang on.
Oh, nicely flicked away. It's the first 6 of the game. Morris Arenstam.
Made it look easy.
You spoke about the Bulls being wary, and we just saw a quick little sneak look at the dugout there between deliveries. And did you see who's padded up next?
I didn't see who was getting the pants on there.
There we go.
Oh,
Abraham Benjamin
Abraham.
de Villiers.
Who, tell you what, could have played for either of these teams at a professional level. If it decided to go rugby, he would be in the darker blue today. But he is in the white jersey of the Titans legends.
Full toss, whipped away, work to do. Oh, well fielded.
Very good
Excellent fielding down there. Kunrad Groenewald, ex-scrum half, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
still pretty nimble.
Very nimble. Had to move towards the right. And obviously you want to be accurate as well when you go down to the ground like that. And he looks like he's still got it.
Stylish, but a dot ball.
16 for no loss at the moment. Just 1.5 overs played, but a couple of near misses and could have been 1 or 2 wickets up.
There's that flick again. Arenstam Groenewald again, fielding well.
Yeah, it looks like once the infield is penetrated, these guys here sort of long on are going to be doing quite a little bit of defending, bit of running as well. I mean, the gaps will close up as the field spreads out, but good to see the intent from the Titans.
Yeah, 17 without loss after 2 overs. It's a fluent start. And will Brian Abanda get a second over? He's got his cap off. He's no. Bad luck, Brian. You'll have important overs to bowl at the death, maybe.
Yeah, like you just come in, brother, take a chill pull, get some water. He's so eager, this guy. He doesn't understand what it means to lose. So I get it. And we were talking earlier before the match, Ken, and I mentioned the hyper-competitive nature of professional athletes, former professional athletes, cannot be undermined. Yes, they're going to have a laugh. Yes, they're going to be all friends and have a beer afterwards. Rest assured, they all want to win. All of them.
A lot of pride at stake here. And there's a big crowd, so there's a bit of pressure, of expectation. Kunrad Groenewald is bowling. Also starts with a wide down the leg side.
And able to cash in with a single as well.
Just giving wicketkeeper Johan Roots a bit of exercise out there. Johan Roots, a great Bulls fullback.
Absolutely wonderful fullback. He was really adept at his kicking game. I remember when he played, people would give him criticism saying he's not the most athletic, but gee, looking at him now.
Hit over the top. Long off rather, just letting it bounce. Probably couldn't have made it to it. That's Adrian Rootman, who's each team has got a sponsor representative in the team. Adrian Rootman from Luxury Stays, and we are so grateful for their support. Oh, that's very straight. Surely Groenewald, he's given him! Kunrad Groenewald makes the breakthrough for the Bulls legends. Morris Arenstam has to go for 15.
And he's been scoring all their runs. Arenstam, 15 off just 10 deliveries. And he would have been crucial, I think, in terms of keeping that run rate ticking over. So this is going to hurt the Titans a little. Well done. What a delivery.
Yeah, nice and straight. Perhaps a bit of swing there. And I like the way Kunrad Groenewald just refused to take no for an answer from the umpire. He just kept appealing, kept roaring.
Yeah.
And I think there might have been a bit of intimidation factor there that the finger went up.
Well, it's worked. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. This is, we're not here to play games, Ken. It might be a game of cricket, but it's serious out on the field.
Yeah, clipping the outside of leg, I think. Fair decision.
Good delivery.
Now, who is coming to the crease? It's not AB de Villiers. That was a red herring.
Is that like...
A mock charge by the Titans.
That's like a 7-1 split that Rassie does. It's just to throw off the opposition. Is that what these guys are playing at?
Well, we might need a 7-1 split on the bench later today, especially for the bowlers. But it's Yaku Pereira, rather, who's come to the crease. He's the sponsors representative from South African breweries, always such great supporters of South African sport. And he was a good cricketer in his day, though, as he prepares to face his first ball from Groenewald. Oh, Groenewald again, targeting the pads.
Yeah, he did well to come forward as far as he did as well. I think just sensing that he has to be intently defensive with that the first ball that he's facing.
Yeah, so Yaku Pereira played for the University of the Free State and for Free State B. Good batsman in his day. Cover comes in closer in the ring.
Yeah, and Pereira from SAB, very popular with the players. I wonder why.
Beautiful shot. Oh, that's gorgeous. 3 extra cover for 4.
Mentioned it earlier that the early runs at least seem to be coming through these beautiful cover drives, and that the gents who are lying a little bit deeper out here are going to have to do a bit of running and proving it once again that if you want to cash in, that's seemingly the area of the field you want to play it.
Oh, there's that low bounce down leg again, and it'll be a leg by. Man, that cover drive, looking at that, I'm sure Yaku Pereira must be called the Jacques Callis of South African breweries.
Oh, and the flourish of the bat as well. Absolute class. He'll be proud of that. And I think if, he's not watching this at home, it'll make the highlights reels for the family.
Oh, and that's a very clever little paddle to square leg. Oh, no, there's confusion in the running, but he's going to make it home quite safely. Is Mosekle. And, so far, Yaku Pereira is justifying Captain Pierre Joubert's decision to send him in ahead of AB de Villiers.
Yeah, coming in at 3 is very crucial. I mentioned that the worry would have been that the run rate would drop immediately after the loss of that first wicket, but tell you what, this has kept things ticking along nicely. A run rate of...
Will do. And I think, if we just put our heads down and make sure that we get to that 300 mark. I mean, we've got AB still coming, and myself at number 9, so it's gettable.
And speaking of very decent air in the dugout, former Titans coach, won a few trophies, Mandla Mashimbi, now the Proteas women's coach. And, if ever there's a legend, the OG legend of Titans cricket was next to him, Fanie de Villiers. And, of course, then on Fanie de Villiers' left, the captain of the legends and a big legend himself, Pierre Joubert. It's the bone collector on Willem Alberts.
Oh, from Vinniger Fanie to Vinniger Willem, it looks like. But he won't be happy with that. Wide called. A couple of extras creeping in, which they won't be too happy with.
He broke a lot of people in half with those shoulders of his, so maybe just needs to loosen them up a bit. Hit over the top by Mosekle.
Oh, it just dropped short. You could sense Big Willem was hoping that ball would hang in the air for just a little bit longer, and it didn't.
Bit of skidding there for Derek Kuhn. Maybe he needs to get the sparks on. One of the great fetchers, Derek Kuhn.
He was, and also one of those guys who I think was ahead of his time in terms of playing multiple positions on the field, whether at hooker, whether at loose.
Well bowled, Willem Alberts.
He is definitely starting to find something, Willem Alberts. There's a 2 back-to-back deliveries that have posed some danger.
Yeah, he's played in those days gone by when the Proteas took on the Springboks. Very handy cricketer, Willem Alberts. Bowls a heavy ball, and again he finds the pad of Yaku Pereira.
And getting very confident with the appeals as well, it looks like, our big Willem. He only just retired now in this past season from playing professionally, and he was certainly one of the senior statesmen anyway in the URC. So you can see he's still competitive. You can see he's still in good nick, and he'll be eager to prove a point.
Nice drive. I was just thinking, has anyone ever said no to Willem Alberts 3 times in a row and lived to tell the tale?
I bet you he's calling him Mr. Alberts.
Sounds wise to me.
Ja, meneer.
Oh, it's very good bowling by Willem Alberts.
I love the accuracy as well. You can sort of see on his release that he's really thinking about where he wants to put the ball. Short run up. It's only sort of 3-4 steps, and then he barrels it in.
Yeah, he bowls a heavy ball, doesn't he? You see that one, really some steep bounce that Mangi Masakle had to deal with. Oh, beats him outside or stump now. That's the end of a really good over by Willem Alberts. I imagine we might see him with ball in hand again. It's 29 for 1 after 4 overs.
There's 3 runs coming off that over, and the one of those runs being from the wide. So, yeah, in terms of his deliveries and just keeping them pinned back on the crease, well done, big Willem. Meneer Willem.
Right, and we see having a practice run-up, Arjan Rootman of Luxury Stays, and he's going to be bowling to Yaku Pereira of South African Breweries. It's the battle of the sponsors. I see Adrian Rootman just has root on the back of his jersey.
Like Joe.
Exactly. maybe he's the bowling version of Joe Root. Victor Matfield creating a bit of intimidation there. Close in at short cover. Oh, nicely struck, but good fielding.
And he certainly is an obstructive sort of force because he is so tall. There's a lot of him. And I think he's hoping that the batsman's eye will catch him every now and again and think, well, no, let's not go for the covers again.
Oh, cut away over the ring. Good shot by Yaku Pereira. Oh, very good fielding again by Kunrad Groenewald. He's been a star out there on the boundary.
Fantastic square cut as well. Like things in terms of the way he let it come onto the bat. Probably slightly disappointed that it didn't intersect the 2 fielders there and run away for 4.
Oh, well bowled, snaking back into Mangi Masakle there, cutting him in half.
Oh, yeah, Victor loved that, saying that delivery looked good.
And that's whipped away on the leg side. Nicely played by Masakle. And 4 runs, takes him to 7.
They'll be very happy with that. But they do need those runs, Ken. I kind of feel like that run rate is creeping down. When we last looked at it, it was well over 8, and now crept down into 7.2, almost 7.3 and over.
And just a little bit of bat on that one. This is tight stuff from the Bulls legends. One senses the Titans are getting a bit frustrated here.
They are. They can't pull away, and I think this is just to what we were talking about right early on, because it does come with pressure if you can't get the runs, especially from your top order batsmen.
Ooh, off the splash of the bat, just past Victor Matfield as ever in the number 5 jersey there. And that's the end of the 5th over. It's 36 for 1. There's only 1 over left in the power play, and there's no doubt that the Titans will need a big one to meet the exacting standards of Captain Pierre Dubé. And speaking of standards, we have high ones here as well. It's former Proteas all-rounder Johan van der Vat, who is joining us with Pendulo Magubani.
Yeah, no problem. That's it.
Busy.
I've only got one of the teams open. Which one do you want to see?
No, that's fine. I'm going to check the score.
Okay, cool.
If the light is off, sorry. Thank you very much. To a very good start from the Titans. Just getting everything ready. Bowling change as we've seen all day. One over spells. I would expect very. Yeah, thank you very much. Bowling change as we've seen all day. One over spells. You expect that at this stage of these guys' careers and age. We've also one over left in this power play to go.
Also, on top of that, you're just looking at changing it up constantly, over and over again. You're not being predictable. And I love how the Bulls legends are still keeping that attacking formation with those slips. They're not letting them go.
Yeah, Jaco van der Westhuizen is in. Yeah, I think they've decided early on, I'm standing at slip and that's that. I don't have too much effort to move swept. It's a full one from van der Westhuizen off spinner and it's gone for 4. The sweep shot from Mosheshle. Taking a little bit of time to get going, but he's now in double figures.
Just loosening his arm there, Jaco van der Westhuizen. Like they were talking about it earlier on, Ken. They said, hey, these guys are strong. Look at those strong shoulders. Yeah, they just need to loosen up a little bit here, don't they?
And Jaco's a good cricketer. I played a lot of cricket with him, schools level. I also played rugby with him in those Southeastern Transvaal, then Mpumalanga, now Eastern Transvaal. So he's a decent cricketer, played provincially quite a lot. The sweep again comes out from Mosheshle. And it looks like he has now decided this last over before the power play is finished that he's going to take full advantage.
And as much as he was a good cricketer at the young ages, he's bowling against someone who was a professional cricketer in his peak age. And you saw with that shot, down on one knee, Mosheshle opening up right into the middle of the gap of the man at deep square leg and deep mid wicket. Excellent batting.
And he goes again. Is it? No. Great effort on the deep boundary, deep square leg, but it's another 4 and the scoring keeps coming. Yeah, the other thing is Jaco, and most of these rugby players, obviously at school, but the basic ball sense, hand-eye coordination is there, you know, for an exhibition match like this. So these guys, I think they're loving it.
And here's the thing, once you're a professional athlete, you are able to just transfer your skills to other sports much easier than an average human being. It's up into the air now. They under it. Ooh, he was fighting the wind, Reino Geber. The ball has been put down.
I'm looking around at the flags to see where the winds. We're looking for excuses. There's not many. It's that attacking field is there at Gully. It was he should have taken. He wanted to take that. I think he's going to get a lot of flack from his mates. There's 3-4 guys around him to help him. Didn't help at all.
Oh, edged, and this time it's taken. Fantastic work from behind the stumps by Johan Roots. What was that wicket keeping?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. See a blip in the field just before this time. Outside edge. This is one thing that they won't ever practice. You know, getting the gloves on, getting the outside edge, Nick down low to his shoelaces. That's the end of Jaco Pereira. Another guy I quickly wanted to speak about. He was a decent cricketer. Played for Free State B. He's now obviously with the SAB, one of the main sponsors. He's actually looked very good, but it's the end. But the guy is walking in now is the guy that everybody wants to see. Mr. 360, AB de Villiers. That's exactly why my kids is on the banks. They wanted to come see. And some exhibition cricket batting from Mr. 360.
Did you hear the roar from the crowd as everyone was coming in? One of the best batters the world has ever seen. It feels crazy saying that as we're just having a casual day on a Sunday evening. We are indeed watching one of the greatest to ever do it.
Yeah, most certainly. He changed the game for good. I think with his batting style, his adaptability that he can do, and I think everybody around here, he's such a lovable guy. Everybody loves him. All the kids strive to be like AB. Hopefully, I'm sure this bowling is not up there. I'm sure he can show us a little bit of that today.
Now, 2 professional cricketers. One goes up into the air. Mosehle might find himself in big danger. Luck does not come twice for him. He falls this time. The catch is taken. And it is the 3rd wicket to fall.
Yeah, what a way to start from Pretoria. It's a new bowler on, and this time, this is way more difficult than the previous one. It's actually a very good catch. Mosehle doesn't get to it. It's just out of reach. This one is high in the air. Great technique. Takes it. Happiness from his teammates. And all of a sudden, it's 50 for 3. Wickets start tumbling.
You were seeing there, Mosehle was just trying to entertain the crowd. He was trying to hoik at everything because that ball was way outside the off stump to try and do what he did. There's Mandla Mashimbi there just showing him the lessons. No, boy, play the ball on its line.
Yeah, he used to be a very successful coach at the Titans. Mandla used to play for the Titans, used to play for the Knights and the Free State in the old days. And I stand corrected. He's now the Protea ladies coach. Am I correct? Yeah, I'm right. So he's a good guy to take some tips from. Mosehle knows him well. He's played under him for a long time. New batter is that Gerald Dross walked to the crease. I think, is it?
It's definitely not Mandla Mashimbi, that we can tell you.
It's Dross. It looks like Dross, number 5. He used to be captain of the Titans. I've been on the receiving end of him. He can hit a long ball. Many times I've been when playing the Titans for the Knights. Ended up in this in this grandstand. I'm not proud to say it, but it is absolutely true.
It's a trip down memory lane, isn't it, Johan?
Yeah, there's good ones and bad ones. And yeah, he's a class cricketer and also pretty successful businessman today.
Here is Victor Matfield. What a scene. It's a full toss and it has been picked up into the crowd. The crowd roars as Dross goes off the mark.
I just want to mention something. We'll get back to the shot now. Pretoria's bowled 1 ball, got 1 wicket, and they've taken him off 1 delivery, not 1 over. And Victor Matfield, I don't know if they maybe tweaked a muscle or something, but he's left the field. And this is Mr. AB de Villiers. That's his first delivery. There might be a little bit of needle between him and Victor Matfield. They're good mates, but you want to get one on top of your mate.
Let's see how he does for ball number 2. AB de Villiers gets a gift, and does he gift his wicket away? No! Another one into the crowd. Mr. 360 going for number 2.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. Victor Matfield, there's not a lot of tips you can give him. One thing, maybe get the cap off. There's a couple of full tosses. AB is not going to miss out. I think he slapped it. I think he hit it high on the bat. Just shows the guy's timing and talent.
Another one! This is a massacre at Centurion SuperSport Park. AB de Villiers is absolutely entertaining the crowd.
You always want to feel sorry for the bowlers. The class, the guy AB recently still played. There's a lot of rumours that he's going to come play again in the Masters for South Africa. Are we going 4 in a row? We are going 4 in a row. This is massive, massive. Put down in the crowd.
Boy, oh boy.
Look at the smile on AB's face. He's thinking, you guys think you came for a Sunday afternoon stroll. Hang on.
They came here for a feast. It's a Sunday lunch, but now we are getting a cricketing festival. AB de Villiers showing his best, and I understand why Victor would do that. Finally, he pitches one. As a bowler, surely you can tell us that the most important thing is pitching the ball.
Yeah, he hasn't pitched a lot in the over. The over has gone for plenty. AB de Villiers, 25 of 5. Look at that strike rate. That's amazing. And all of a sudden, they've moved to 75. That run rate's creeped up over 10 and a half. And that's what it's all about. The picture we saw there, right there. It's all about the family. My family is here. My kids is here. And it's great to turn up. There's been amazing turn up for this day on a Sunday afternoon. What better to spend your day?
Look at how everyone is just filled up in the chalets, in the double stories. People filled up into the grass. You have to squint in order for you to see some of the grass on the right-hand side of our screen. That's where de Villiers has been massacring the ball. Look at that. What a beautiful view.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. And they do things right here. Jacques Fall and his team at SuperSport Park. There's a lot that can be learned. And this just showcased that. AB again, and he smashes it. Oh, what fielding. It's way out there. I'm not sure exactly. Gary Buerta. It looks like Gary Buerta. That is special. Moves like a youngster.
We are reversing the ages here. Age is nothing but a number, isn't it? It was a slapped shot by AB de Villiers, giving him the width that he all so often enjoys. But look at that.
Have a look at the field. How the field changed. There's now only 2 guys in the ring. We had the previous over. We had 3 slips in a gully. AB de Villiers changed it. I told you he changed the game forever. He's changed this field placing.
But you know what? I commend the 2 mid-wickets and short extra cover who are standing there, because that ball is zooting off that bat. Look at that! Did you hear that sound? AB de Villiers taking on the Blue Bulls legends. My goodness, is he batting like a 20-year-old?
That's 4 sixes now that he's hit. No, it's more. It's 5. I think he hit 4 in a row. He's moved to 26. Have a look at. Uses his feet. Oh no, it's just too easy. This is like taking candy from kids for AB de Villiers.
Ooh. Wynand Olivier. He says, nah, let me just get away from it. And he succeeds.
Yeah, ball it where he can't reach it. The problem is, at one stage, umpire's going to have to call you a wide. AB's got something to say. He says, surely that's a wide.
That is very well bowled. He read AB de Villiers' movement coming down the track the moment he did it and just squeezed him out of any room. Look at that intellect.
It's their game plan now. I see with the field, we've got 5, 6. There's a plenty on this field, more than 11. Get AB off strike. That will be the goal now. Gerald draws. It's only his 2nd delivery, so he's got the best seat in the house with AB. That's the end of the over. Actually, not too bad. Just the 1 maximum and a couple of singles.
The crowd will be waiting in expectation to find more. Man, isn't this what we want and love in order to grow the local game? You want to see the guys who did it at the very, very, very best. Just like yourself, you're coming in, you are talking, giving your insights into this game. The players are coming in, dusting off their rusty shoes and fixing those muscles, and they're coming into play to entertain the crowd.
It's unbelievable. And the funny thing is, some of these guys, especially the rugby guys, were our heroes as well, and the youngsters, so they get the opportunity to see the heroes of the past time, the guys that they grew up watching on the telly, playing their particular sport, rugby or cricket, like a Victor, like a Brian Abana standing here long off, excuse me. I mean, isn't it just great to see a world star? And that's the whole aim of this day, and I think it's been successful. AB again, he's on strike. The question, it looks like AB's been in the nets for the last 2 weeks.
Ooh, that's almost the commentator's curse, chopping it back across, but it goes for 1. The funny thing is that you talk about him being in the nets. His YouTube channel is him actually being in the nets and teaching cricket. So it's no surprise that it's quite fresh.
Yeah, and I mentioned it earlier. He's going to play in the Masters in, I think it's June or somewhere there. I spoke to him on the field earlier. So he's going to that Masters, so preparing there because it's pretty serious as well there. Driven down the ground from Gerald Drost. Interesting. Drost is a little bit older than AB. Movements is not exactly the same anymore, and I speak out of experience. I'm also myself and Drossi. We're in the 47s, close, creeping up to 50. Movement is not as easy as it used to be.
Look, age is nothing but a number. And they're showing it. Ooh, the ball almost popped to short mid-wicket. He was waiting, Gary Botha. See, I love this field placement. They put the two big forwards right in front where they don't have to move much. Just throw their body where their width and weight will be the stop of the ball. Oh! That was so close. Fantastic delivery from Dewald Potgieter.
Is it Potgieter or is it Kuhn on the bowling now? I think they've run out of space. Everybody has bowled over. We can't see on the scorecard. It is Potgieter. Yeah, stand corrected. Yeah, unbelievable. Interesting. I can hear on the stump mic. AB was telling you that's your length. That's the length you should bowl.
Oh, really almost chopping off the fingers of Potgieter there. But Brian Habana, one of the greatest rugby players of all time. That is not a rugby ball, my brother.
Pretty hard, especially having been catching them for a while. Shaking the fingers. De Villiers, it's it proper.
And you know what's nice now? Drost doesn't have to do much. He can enjoy the spectacle, defend his wicket, take the ones where the spaces are because a lot of fielders are out in the boundary, and just enjoy the show because after 9 overs, we are on 89 runs.
Yeah, and we just get the feeling De Villiers is not finished yet. 35 of 12. I mean, the strike rate's up there. It's what we got used to from AB and missing in the old days. I always say, maybe he still had a couple of years in him. Maybe he gave it up a bit early. Obviously, he's going to start playing again, but that's Masters. But, I mean, he's just giving us a glimpse of what he used to do to the best in the world. Bowling attacks. He demolished bowling attacks. He's known for that. So he's just showing the crowd, I'm still around. I can still do it.
Look, when it comes to AB de Villiers, form is permanent, class is permanent. Down the track. Can't find the space. Beautiful technique from JP now. Down a full long barrier. But de Villiers keeps the strike. Banging stroke over the head of Victor Matfield. He's not in a line out. No one can help him catch that. It goes for 6.
If you needed someone to catch that, it's Victor Matfield. Probably one of the best line-out guys the world has ever seen. But yeah, he's not going to catch that.
Lovely little dolly delivered from Werner Kruger.
A proper dolly.
Another one. AB de Villiers is torching it up in SuperSport Park. Even the sight screen has no mercy.
Yeah, look, that's massive on any field. It was a good length ball. AB just stands and delivers like he does. He's entertaining the crowd. Yeah, there's a couple of these bowlers that's not putting up their hand for the next over. I can promise you that.
What a style to bring 100 runs up for the Titans legends. And he is adding in more. It is massive, massive batting here. The chance to almost catch it. And AB de Villiers, 16 ball 50. This is ludicrous.
Yeah, acknowledges the crowd exactly what a lot of these people came to see in the cricketing side and the Titans side is to see AB de Villiers. I mean, these youngsters, he's a hero of them again straight. Is that his third of this over?
Reminiscent of West Indies. Maybe he's seeing the colors wrong. It's not maroon that they're wearing. Smashing it up over again. AB de Villiers, make that number 9 on your screen. What?
I just wanted to, I heard somebody said, I'm not sure who it was, JP Nell or one of the guys, one of the rugby players, chirped him and said he's got a lot of luck today on the stump mics. That is not the case. AB doesn't deal in 4s today. It's only 6s, 9 of them. Look at that strike rate.
Torching it up. This is absolute devastation from one of the best the game has ever seen. AB de Villiers closes over. He closes over. He closes over number 10. What a strike. It is 119 for 3 after 10.
Well, one of the great entertainers of the game is in full flow here at SuperSport Park. AB de Villiers is putting on a show. 65 off 18 balls. It's Werner. No, that's not Werner Krier, I don't think, but it is Joe Dross on strike. And he's now heaving the bowling over wide long on, halfway up the stairs into the change room for another massive 6. Big Gerald Dross is starting to fire. Kolo and Shinga, this is entertainment.
It is unbelievable. Fireworks, that's what the crowd came to see. And AB is serving it up in spades. And good to see old Gerald Dross cash in as well. Just incidentally, Ken, I heard in good authority that Werner Krier has decided to retire from the game of cricket.
It's, well, Victor Matfield, it was a bit of a mercy killing. He only bowled 5 balls in his over to AB de Villiers, and then the umpire called over.
Felt bad for him.
Derek Kuhn is bowling a second over, which is brave. There goes Dross again. I think he's got enough on it. Yes, into the crowd. Well taken. It wasn't a one-handed catch, though. Don't forget that if you take a one-handed catch today in the crowd, then Kolo and Shinga will pay you 100 Rand.
I'll give you a high five, maybe. For a job well done.
Again.
Oh, man.
And even bigger.
Yeah, I think he's trying to clear the grass embankment. Old Gerald Dross. And also, I mean, let's not forget, I mean, Drossie's been at this for a couple of years, and he doesn't run like he used to, so this is the best way for him to score runs.
Exactly right, Kola. Derek Kuhn. Oh, that's well bowled. That dropped on Dross. Well bowled, well bowled. And now we have the two Uffies boys up against each other again. Derek Kuhn bowling to AB de Villiers.
We saw this earlier, and I was wondering if there were things said in the car park after school a couple of years ago, maybe.
Yeah, oh, full toss. Oh, very respectful by AB de Villiers. Just pats to Victor Matfield. I thought I heard Victor Matfield on the stump microphones asking umpire Johan Klutter if he's allowed to put a fielder up on the roof of the chalets when AB de Villiers is on strike. Oh, yes, you heard the groan from the bowler. He knew it was too short, but it might work out. Juggling, taken! Wonderful catch. Oh, well done. Wynand Olivier.
I feel like that grunt maybe came from Gerald Dross because he really got under that and scooping it. It looked like it might make and clear the boundary rope. It didn't, and that's a pretty big one, a big wicket for the Bulls legends because the runs have been flowing up until this point.
It was the other salt and pepper guy, Jaco van der Westhuizen, took the catch, not Wynand Olivier, but a really good catch, really well judged on the boundary there by Jaco van der Westhuizen. Gerald Dross goes, he hit a couple of, 3 big sixes in that over. He's out for 22 off just 10 balls. A very good contribution from the former Titans captain.
And just a word on Derek Keane and his bowling. Looks absolutely amazing because he doesn't put too much pace on it. But he looks to me so far to be the most efficient, possibly posing the biggest danger at the moment, at least from what I've seen. And it's not by trying to beat these guys with pace.
I agree with you, Kola. And speaking of danger, Albie Morkel has now come into bat, following in the proud tradition of people like Lance Klusener.
That's it.
Then there was Albie Morkel. Then there was David Miller. The great finishers of Proteas cricket.
And two very tall gentlemen standing side by side there, seeing Willem Alberts next to Albie Morkel, makes you realize that if Albie had wanted to be a lock, he could have been. And if Willem Alberts, and also another one who's, I think, bowled phenomenally well, wanted to be a fast bowler, he certainly could have.
Yeah, and then you could have Albie's brother Morne Morkel as a number 5 lock.
That's right.
Nicely struck by AB de Villiers, straight down the ground. Good team fielding on the boundary there.
Beautiful straight drive. And you were also remarking, whilst we were off commentary, at the agility of a big guy, like the bone collector, Willem Alberts, able to get down and stop that ball on the boundary line was unbelievable. He really, really moves quite well for somebody of his size.
Again, very nicely bowled by
Willem Alberts.
Alberts.
Yeah, so, I mean, he's definitely going up in my estimation. I was saying it's Derek Keane who seems to be the danger man, but between the two of them, I think they're onto something.
Oh, full toss. It's out of here. I don't know if it's a tactic of the Bulls to bowl full tosses to AB de Villiers.
I've seen a couple. I think there's only one that he didn't dispatch over the boundary rope, so I don't know.
Not sure about what a good tactic that is. But Johan van der Walt mentioned that the Bulls were telling AB that he's been very lucky so far in this innings. Well, I wonder what would happen when AB starts hitting them out the middle.
Yeah, when he plays with intent. He hasn't yet, apparently.
When luck starts going his way. Can you imagine?
Oh, when he gets the bounce of the ball. Okay.
Oh, very nice, Willem Alberts. Very nice. Good bowling by the big man.
Yeah, and I also had remarked earlier that he had a very short run-up. It looks like he's added a couple of steps there. I don't know if it's just me imagining it. It looks like his his position is just a little bit deeper than what it was earlier on. So maybe trying to generate some speed.
He's warmed up now. He's off the long run now that he's bowling to the two kingpins, de Villiers and Morkel.
Two amazing cricketers in their time. Don't do that to the umpire. Well, I think the umpire is probably...
Oh, the card! The card has come out, yeah.
This is it, you know.
Quite right. We can't have that on the cricket field. Cut away for just the one.
Dis meneer umpire vir jou, Willem.
All is forgiven. A little pat on the back there from Johan Klutter to Willem Alberts.
I think you can only intimidate him once, you know, and you got to leave it after that. So well done, Mr. Klutter, for staying alive. But yeah, the discipline of Willem Alberts. I mean, he's already on a card. I don't know. I mean, is he going to pull out the red after this? I wonder. And what implications that would have for a team that's already under the cosh, kid.
Well, Jan Klutter's clearly got the confidence of someone who's umpired those ruffian Australians, because he turned down 2 LBW appeals from Willem Alberts. Now he's giving them a card.
Brave man.
That man is scared of no one.
He is brave.
Ooh, was there a bit of bat on that?
It doesn't sound hard enough. But
Albie's rubbing his rubbing his thigh a bit there.
Yeah, I certainly swing and a miss there. Beaten all ends up.
AB itching to have another go. Adrian Rootman is back into the attack and bowling well so far this over. The Titans have reached 150 in the 13th over. 200 is certainly on here. That's normally around par for a T20 game here. Oh, well bowled Rootman. Oh, we gave him the charge.
We slightly disappointed Gary Botha with that diving effort. It was a good effort, but yeah, every run counts now because the batting that the Bulls are going to have to employ is going to have to be disciplined and accurate.
Oh, pulled away. Lovely shot by AB de Villiers. Into the beer drinkers under the castle umbrellas.
I think he was aiming for the scoreboard, to be honest, and he really nearly almost got there.
De Villiers, 81. Oh, just a little flick of the wrists. Sends it sailing onto the back of the grass bank.
I reckon AB's got some friends sitting in that part of the grass bank because he seems to be aiming for it constantly, or maybe somebody's car that he knows is parked just behind there, and I wonder which of the rugby players' cars it is.
Maybe Derek Kuhn. Oh, that kept low.
Oh.
AB did well to get the bat on that one. Very sneaky from Adrian Rootman.
Yeah, I think that's a bet I would take, Ken. I think I'd have to go with you. It must be Derek Kuhn's car that's parked out there.
Right, 13 overs gone, 164 for 4. Caller, what are the Bulls going to do? What can they pull out of the bag in these last 7 overs? What tricks do you think they have up their sleeve?
Well, I mean, this is the fear is that they're going to look at the scoreboard when the innings change and think we've got no choice but to go at 10 per over from the word go, and the difficulty will be to keep that sort of under control, not worry too much about the run rate right up front before you open up. And I also wonder how they're going to line up in terms of order. I think that will be crucial. We've seen Victor, very chatty captain, likes to get involved, wants to put himself in the firing line. Not a good idea for him to open.
In the firing line now, Kunrat Groenewald, and AB de Villiers has launched him with a straight bat over cow corner. He actually bowled quite well in his first over, Groenewald, one of the wicket takers.
He did. Then I think, oh, look at that. A little stretch there. Could it be a bit of side strain? What do you think? I wonder. I mean, I saw the guys doing good warm-ups before this, but let's not forget that the average age out there is 40, I think. So, wonder if he's not feeling there he goes. He's going down again. Can you see, Ken? Having a bit of a stretch.
I think it might be bowling to AB de Villiers-itis. The same thing that struck Victor Matfield down when he only bowled five balls in his over. It's catchy.
Right. I mean, if it hit him for 1 more 6, as you said, there was only 5 balls in that over, we might have seen a stretcher brought out onto the park.
This is when that 7-1 bench could come into play. Yeah, Groenewald, he's... yeah,
he's not going to be able to continue with the bowling, yeah. And it's an absolute pity because, as you mentioned, certainly opened with a great spell, his first over. And I was surprised at the pace of that delivery, which was dispatched for 6, and obviously, I think, had been impacted even before he delivered that ball. You can see him here.
Yeah.
And he just leans over a little bit too hard, and if you haven't stretched well enough, you're going to feel that side strain.
So what's happening here? Is it looks like JP Nell is going to... Groenewald seems to have maybe made a miraculous recovery. No, another change. No Groenewoud, no Nel.
Are you suggesting the injury is AB related?
I think so. The strain of watching the ball fly over your head, whipping your neck, a bit of whiplash. Brian Urbana is back into the attack.
And he'll want to improve because I think he's quite confident as a bowler. Great action as well.
Oh, he's beaten Arby Morkel. That was close.
I was saying I was watching Habana's bowling action. Looks very comfortable, and I think would have sort of felt that he could have done more with that earlier over that he bowled, and that's a very good start. He's probably disappointed they scored the one.
Well, he's got AB to bowl on now in full flight, 95 of 27. Is this his 100? Yes, it is! There you go, AB de Villiers. The crowd have got what they wanted. And as the scoreboard shows, AB de Villiers, congratulations, maiden Legends T20 century. And it's come up off just 28 balls, no fours, just 2 dot balls, and 15 sixes.
We don't deal in fours here, Ken. It's straight sixes, and everything that's looked like a full toss has been absolutely dispatched. I think there was only one of those that didn't go to the boundary, but this time round, he didn't even need one of those to cash in.
And as befits the great players, AB de Villiers is retiring at the perfect time. Mr. 360 has a strike rate of exactly 360.
Cannot believe it. But having a chat with the crowd, 101 runs of 20.
4 years, but it was absolutely fantastic to play against some of my heroes growing up. I mean, I watch these guys perform out there, play rugby, win games for the Bulls, for the Springboks. A fantastic honour to be with them, and thanks to the crowd for coming out, and hopefully we'll do this every year. And not just the content out there. Is it that easy to bet, or are you just in good form? It was a bit too close, but half the Bull side is injured now, so I had a bit of an advantage. No, the week is not easy. It's a little bit too close, couple kept low. But yeah, luckily I've played for many years and used my experience to conquer that. Do we see you coming back playing more regularly? Let's see what happens. Yeah, maybe. Thanks, Amy.
Once again for the great entertainment, AB de Villiers.
Saying as well that he hopes that this is the first of many and that he fully intends on being back here next year. And tell you what, if you can score a century that looks like that, you want to come back.
Chris Morris has come to the crease, and it's a very elegant way to get off the mark. Morkel and Morris, 2 all-rounders who won lots of trophies for the Titans in white ball cricket. 2 devastating hitters at the end.
And I feel the level of communication out on the pitch is going to increase because Chris Morris is known for winding people up. And I reckon a couple of near blows, maybe words said, exchanged, friendships might die for the next few overs.
Oh, there goes RB. Hasn't quite found his range yet, but he's warming up. Yeah, Christopher Henry Morris. He's quite a character. Not shy of a word or two out in the middle.
Oh, no. Knows how to be diplomatic, but hardly ever is.
It's 180 for 5 after 14 overs. Current run rate is at 12.86. And now the Titans legends hoping for the big finish from Morkel and Morris.
Right, and there's still some pretty decent batting as well to come. I know Opia Ubad looked like he wasn't good, Nick, earlier. Really got himself involved in the warm-up, so he'll be good to go. But I think I'm with you. I think these two, I wonder if they're just going to open the taps. And there's no need to retain any wickets here. You just need to get as many runs on the board, intimidate the leaving out of these Bulls legends so that they come in here and get absolutely stuck. It's like rabbits in their eyes in their headlights when they have to come out and chase a big score.
Well, after that AB de Villiers spectacular, it would be understandable if the run rate graph just dips down a little bit. Oh, it's a bit short. And Morkel I think it's off the no runs given.
Yeah,
It's his first boundary, I think.
it is, and it is his first boundary, and he'll feel like he got lucky there. He would have wanted to make absolute contact, but even when it goes wrong for the Titans, it goes right.
Yeah, it's funny how when momentum is with you, the edges seem to go for 4 as well. Oh, that's not off the edge. That's right off the middle and just helped delicately. One bouncing over the rope. That was very close to a 6.
Made that look superbly easy, as if it was just playing a bit of a practice shot. Then he'll probably argue that it was.
JP Nell, the unfortunate bowler. That's better. I think Johan Rich, we saw him, the wicketkeeper, having a few words with RB Morkel after that 6. And I imagine Johan Rich maybe said that the game of touch rugby after this cricket match might turn into contact.
Might not be touch rugby. And, talking about people who didn't enjoy the lighter form of the game, this man here, JP Nell.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't want to get into any form of contact with him. But Chris Morris has made lovely contact there. Straight 6.
Driven beautifully down the field, and yeah, I'm very interested to know what it is they keep saying, particularly the Titans batsmen when they meet together in the middle of the crease. Is it just, should we toy with them a little bit more?
Nice little bunt towards Cow Corner. No, knowing Chris Morris, he's probably chirping Arwie Morkel that I've already hit a 6, and I'm going to hit a bigger 6 than you today.
Where's yours? Yeah.
Oh, full toss. Out of here. That's a real gift for Arwie Morkel.
It's one of those things I used to hear rugby coaches say all the time. Rugby players never learn. They never listen. And there you go. We talk about these full tosses and just how much of a heavy price they've had to pay every single time, kid.
And the Titans have gone past 200 off just 94 balls, 8 4s, 21 6s, and they still have 5 overs to go. As a new bat gets run out to Albie Morkel. Yeah, he's not quite hitting them as purely as we saw a video of him actually practicing in the nets the other day, and he was hitting it very sweetly then.
Yeah, it's probably because they intimidated him before this, but it's not helping because the runs are flowing at the moment. And I'm seeing quite a lot of stretching happening from the Bulls legend side. And I think it's probably part of the ploy. If everybody's injured, then, maybe there might have to be no result. Who knows? Who knows? At the moment, it's not looking too good for the guys in dark blue. But there is a bowling change and, hopefully a bit of a breakthrough. I think it's Gary Porter.
Bowling with the cap on. Let's see if it's good luck or not. Oh, interesting action. Oh, they nearly bowled him. Wow, this is unorthodox. This is like when you first see Mutai Muritharan.
That's right.
Come on to bowl. What on earth is going on?
It was like Khocha's first ever delivery.
More orthodox that time and just lofted down. One bounce too long off. Oh, Morris has forgot to run. He's made it. Well done.
It's still running. It reminds me of a scene from that Forrest Gump movie.
Gary, de bal maar om. Ik ga een moeite verschil voor je maken, je mag gaan.
Well, if you understand Afrikaans and you caught that on the stump mic, you'll be laughing it too.
Wow.
Oh.
Well, it's very well flighted.
Very good.
By Gary Burter, but unfortunately it's a no ball and a free hit.
Was that Gary Burter with a Gary Owen? Come on, Gaza.
Oh, well, that's a brilliant delivery on the free hit. Very well bowled.
I think this is part of his ploy, you know, like it's just sort of bamboozle them because at the moment we don't know what he's going to serve up next. It could be anything. It could be literally to us in commentary, Ken. Just keep an eye out.
I don't think I ever saw Gary Boerter kick during his career, but maybe it was like that previous delivery, or maybe it's like that one. It has sailed over the mid-wicket boundary.
Yeah, it didn't work that time around, and I'll be more cool as just, I think, over it. Play properly, man, he says.
And you and I we are also over it. Colin,
over it in this over?
We've been having so much fun that we've totally forgotten that we're
supposed to give the microphone.
Have two other commentators waiting.
Gosh. It's this game, kid.
I was busy enjoying my snacks. And now we're snacking on cricket, Johan, the moment we take a seat, because Albie Morkel finally found the middle of the bat here.
How many times have we seen that from Albie through the years? That is his corner. They should name that corner Albie's corner, because I've travelled plenty of times there on the receiving end. Many a bowler has travelled that direction. Yeah, it took him a bit of time. He's not... maybe he's just taking his time, finding the rhythm, finding the pace of the wicket. That's the end of the over again. Again, an expensive one. 2 sixes, 216 for 5 after 16.
But how unfair have the last 3 batters been for the Titans? AB de Villiers, then you're like, okay, and here comes Albie Morkel, and another player who was one of the key finishers in the white ball game, Chris Morris, is now into the strike. You're like, where do I get a break?
Yeah, they've decided that they're going to put them to the sword, these Bulls bowlers. The captain is looking around for bowling options. There's a few injuries, as we've heard, after that interview with AB de Villiers. Yeah, what 100. What 100 from AB. Yeah, we know they're dinking around and it's an exhibition match. It just shows how clean he can hit it. It's like golf. You still got to hit it. Like I say, you got to get it in the hole. He's just superb.
28 deliveries.
Yes, that's a joke. It's ridiculous.
How?
I know. Yeah, as I said, it's rugby players, and they're dinking it around. But most of them fell on the grass embankments, high up in the stand. You either got it or you don't, and he certainly does have it.
He definitely does. Do they have a wicket here? Do the legends? Chris Morris taunting, saying, "Are you going to throw it in time, Derek Kin?" Love the fun and banter that we have over here. But clearly, AB de Villiers was batting on a different level. Maybe, just maybe. The big shot coming from Albie Morkel now is also getting inspiration. Albie or AB, I don't know. It's going to be a 6 anyway.
I'm most certainly going to ask AB, getting back to your point, because when he walked off in his interview, he said it's a terrible wicket. He said it's up and down. He scores 100 of 28, and he reckons now the wicket's not very good. It's been a used wicket. Remember, there was a ladies' game this morning. The Titans ladies, I think they played the Knights, did they?
Indeed.
Yeah, so that was there this morning. So it's a lot of people. This one is deposited again, and this is big. This is real big on the far side of the ground. It's the long end. And easily it clears the ropes.
And that is the 50-run partnership as well between Chris Morris and Albie Morkel. Morkel on 44 from 20. He becomes so devastating, rolling back the years indeed. Classic, vintage Albie Morkel. The Gau train has just passed by. Even it can be a victim of this ball flying around. Reynard Olivier is having a bit of a tough time. Jeez, but you understand why. It's a day out.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to, at the end of the innings break, when the Bulls are coming out to bat. That's going to be interesting. Morris, he's still lank and leany. I'm sure he can still fire it down. So that's going to be... This is massive. This is absolutely massive. Into Castle Corner in the pool. In the swimming pool. It's gone in the pool. There's two kids. They'll throw it back. Play on. He's called.
Impeccable hitting from Albie Morkel. It takes him 22 deliveries to reach his half century. From a slow start, he went from second gear straight to the 8th one.
Yeah, it took him a little bit of time, but that is absolutely massive. Over that netting that has been put up, especially for that, Albie says, no, I can clear it. And a couple of kids, they got a souvenir or they return it. Should be pretty slippery now, wet and slippery, but they'll continue with the same ball.
How does it feel like playing with a ball that's fully wet like that?
It makes me think back in the days, especially when you get to Bloem, there's a lot of dew on the ground. The ball gets wet, the ball gets literally, and you hear people speak about it, they say it's like a bar of soap, but it literally gets super slippery. That leather, especially when it gets wet and falls in the pool and falls into water, it gets really slippery. So it makes your control so much more difficult. I don't think it's going to be an issue here today. It just popped in, quickly dried, although the umpire's actually leaving the field. He's going to get another one. He's just going to go to the box, grab another one. This one is now a Lux soap.
The ball was dry, Johan, and they were going at 14 to the over. So imagine now when you say that they've lost some control, what more damage would have been done. But you know what? I think the people who've come here have gotten what they deserved for their efforts to join us on this wonderful game that's organized by Titans Cricket and Bulls Rugby. The players to come back out as well. It's a hot day. We're having fun here in the air conditioning in the commentary booth.
Yeah, we've got, and the main thing is we've got legends here. We've got Victor, we've got Brian and Banner, we've got AB, we've got Morris, we've got Albie, who's just gone to 50. Fani de Villiers is here. Vinnige Fani, I'm looking forward. I spoke to him in the week and I said, how's the bowling going to go? He's actually had a massive shoulder operation not so long ago, so that's going to be interesting. But just for kids and young, the parents, to see these heroes of us, legends. This is high up in the air. Is this going to be taken? It's going to take some catching. No. Maybe the technique wasn't there, which is always going to be difficult.
We saw such a spectacular catch earlier on, and now that one just being put down by Gary Botha. It was high up into the sky. Ooh, that was hit flat straight to the man at short mid wicket. Came like a rocket to Reino Geber.
Oh, we've seen a couple of hamstrings go. That could break a finger. He's shaking it off. These guys are tough. These rugby players are tough as nails. But they're not used to cricket balls coming at you, flying at you at 100 miles an hour.
It's very literally a different ball game. Especially if you got one of the greatest strikers of the cricket ball we've seen, smashing it 10 meters in front of you.
I think the captain has put the two big guys to plug that spot, literally. He saved a couple of runs. That's what he's done. Morris again through there. He's decided, no, I'm getting my hands out of the way. It's Reino Gerber standing at short cover. I'm not exactly sure if I will agree with my captain. If this is the right position for these two players, smashing it as they do.
Ooh, what a good ball from Roots. Maybe that's what they need more, especially now that we're coming to the back end of the innings. Now the Titans legends will just be looking to smashing the ball. They still have 6 wickets in hand even.
And we've got a slip in place. Going at 13s and a half. This is again up. Another opportunity. This is going to take some catching. No.
That's such a tough one for Wynand Olivier. And you hear the crowd. The crowd was backing him. This is yours. And it had the reverse cup coming out. Would have been an awesome wicket to get Chris Morris, who hasn't been in good touch. But who needs that?
He's just teasing them. I think he's teasing them. He's giving them opportunities. Yeah, it's very difficult. If you haven't played this sport in a long time, those things hang in the air. They come with a bit of spin. 2 overs to go. Couple of overs. Jaco van der Westhuizen off-spinner back in the attack.
There's a slight breeze just blowing the trees, the spin from the ball after it hits the edge. Have to balance yourself because even the ball spins on the hand once it lands onto it, so everything needs to be perfect. Well, it's certainly not a rugby ball like we've been saying. Here's Jaco van der Westhuizen. He went for 14 runs in his first over. Morris will probably want to look for a single here and get Morkel back into strike because Albie has found it.
That's not Morris's way. That's definitely not Morris. He's going hard, but it is a single. Great bowling from Van der Westhuizen and Jaco. But you know Murray goes hard at everything.
He did there. It's just like you said. It's really good bowling, and that's what Van der Westhuizen must just look to do for the rest of this over. It's easier said than done, though. Very nice ball. The spin turning away from Albie Morkel, trying to hit it against the spin, misses it completely. But surely it shows now that you just need to get your eye in 10, 15 deliveries and then you can start going. And now Morris, like you said, this is the Morris we know. And it takes it over cover. 6 runs.
That is not an easy shot to hit a low full toss from the off spinner over extra cover. That's one thing, and it's one thing hitting it miles, clearing the boundary quite easily. I know the boundaries are in, but this would have been 6 on any field in South Africa. He goes again, bowling again. Jaco van der Westhuizen sees him coming, drags it down a little bit.
Love the adjustment that's being played here. Cricket is so much more than just the physical execution. It's also the mind games that you're playing against the bat and the ball. Oh, Van der Westhuizen is going to need a strong mind now. He's going to need a very strong one. Ooh, diving effort. Superb effort from Johan Roots, but flashing shots from Albie Morkel. Such was the missile from his bat.
So many times on the rugby field we've seen those dives end up in tries. This time he had to take a catch. I was just looking if he's going to get up. I was a little concerned at one stage here for the shoulder, but he shows his thumbs up. He's all right. He's good.
250 up to 259 with another banging shot from Albie Morkel. And he says, I have had enough. He might need to come back and bowl later on as well. 62 runs from just 28 deliveries from the big destroyer Albie Morkel.
Yeah, said that's enough for me. I've shown what I can do. I've reminded people of what I can do. Yeah, he's entertained us fully, and the big crowd that has come in, has flowed in. Hopefully a couple of beers that's flowing from the sponsors, from Castle, will be fantastic for the crowd. Yeah. And now the captain.
Can't bring the ball over, he bowled me a few pies and got me back into the game.
How was it to bat on this pitch? I saw you practicing the other day and hitting some unbelievable sixes.
Yeah, that wicket was a little bit better. This one is slightly slow. So I think the rules will work that out later.
Thanks, Abby. Well done.
Through the line of the ball, but it was there to be hit, and he nailed that properly.
Yeah, as most of you know, he's moved to commentary for SuperSport. He's going to have a lot to say about his batting the next game he's on. I'll remind him of it.
I'm sure now he's picturing the shots that he's playing and he's wondering, what are the commentators saying about this now?
I was telling him before, and I've got a lot of stuff on you. I'm going to tell the whole world about it. I was just joking, obviously. He's a character. He's fantastic. Pierre Hubert is a captain, Titans legend. Played for so many years, captain for so many years. He's also now working at Titans cricket, so he's a big part of this day, and he gets an opportunity. I think Albie's decided I need to get him out there.
Is that Chris Morris taking leave? Yes, it is, because he says, "Coach of the Proteas, I want to see what you are made of." Chris Morris giving us some awesome entertainment. 34 runs, but you saw he was really starting to nail it, eh?
Yeah, he was smashing it. Mandla walking to the crease. So this guy is an absolute character. Fantastic coach. He was not known. I have to tell you guys that he was not known for his batting. He was known for his bowling. But after his career, he's become a superb cricket coach. He's coached the Titans for a long, long time successfully, and then moved to the Proteas ladies.
An incredibly humble human being as well. Here's another definition of a gentle giant. Coach Mandla will come greet you with the biggest of smile on his faces and give you the most warmest of receptions, but he's trying to give you a good whack today.
He's a unit, I can tell you that. You might not notice that he is a big man.
Ooh, an inside edge. Missing the stumps, and it's going to fly down to the boundary for 4. That's how we end the innings as well. 278 runs. And what a way to end it.
Yeah, I'm not going to say Pierre Joubert, the captain, is known for that, but I'm going to tease him and say that was his favourite shot when he played in the old days, obviously with tongue in cheek. But he gets a boundary, 278. If you finish it off with that boundary, is massive, massive total. AB de Villiers, Albie Morkel, these guys showed us why they are legends of the games, why they are superstars.
It's going to be interesting to see now if the rugby players are going to be able to turn all of that power through the finesse of using the bat and smashing it out of the ground. They need a massive one. Even though it's not about winning the game, like you said, the competitive spirit of a former player never ever dies.
South Africans. Also, you got to add that in. South Africans, we do not like to be bullied. We do not like to be messed around with. We like winning. We've got a lot of fighting spirit, and you can just see our sport all over the world. So that will also play a part. But yeah, for now, there's a lot of discussion, a lot of talk amongst the players. Let's hear from the rugby players.
Looking at the way the spectators are going about today, how are you enjoying the spectacles that we have here at SuperSport Park today?
No, I must say it's fun. It's really an honor and it's fun. And it's unbelievable how easy they just make it look. Just, for fun, just hit it out of the park. So yeah, let's see what we can do.
278 in the board. Is there anyone that you want to nominate from your team and you say we want 100 from you?
We'll take any 100.
All the best chasing down that 278.
Sport Park Centurion. Look at the crowd. You can still come and join us, or you can just join us in tuning in. It's been awesome cricket. It's gonna be awesomer cricket as we continue during this innings break. 279 runs to win. We'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Hierso.
Stand there, maybe. Behind him. Yeah.
Is it JC Luru or Netterbeck?
Both. But here we're in Niederberg, and then that's how it is, JC.
Right with me here, I've got Azola from JC Luru and Netterbeck. How's the festivities here for you guys today?
I love it. I love the turnout. The weather is on our side. If you live in Joburg, you'll know what I'm talking about. And yeah, people are enjoying themselves. We're running tastings. We have a Niederberg one this side, JC Leroux there. So yeah, please do come visit us.
And what have you enjoyed the most about this? I mean, so many people just coming around. What have you enjoyed the most about this, about today?
I love that more women are turning out to sports events. I'm enjoying that. And I'm also enjoying the fact that people are here with their families and having a beautiful family day.
And what is the one thing that you say would set your wines apart from everything else? Like one thing that you say that buy this wine because it's got this kind of things.
You see the material, you can see the brand, you see what we've brought out today. So I don't want to say too much, just come join us and visit us.
Thank you, Azola. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ek wil net van hier af. Van die skeieregter as julle kalk maak in die begin gaan julle nie uitgee nie. Sien maar hoe daai. Dis kyk of hy vol kan werk. Nee, maar om hom vol te bou is nie maklik om daar te kry. Ja.
Welcome back. Break. Something of the past. Umpires making their way. Fielders are keen. The players are keen. Victor Matfield, he's ready. Vinnige Fani. This is one I have been waiting for to see. Fani de Villiers, the one and only, the legend. Vinnige Fani, who's meant so much for South African cricket in the past. He's going to take the new ball. Probably the oldest guy on the park today. I spoke to him in the week and he said, oh, not exactly sure. I had a shoulder op not long ago, so expect him of a short run. Expect a very, very low arm. Not what we used to see from Fani. Everybody is ready. Umpires are ready. Victor Matfield, Fani de Villiers is going to take the new ball. Couple of slips. Maybe an extra slip coming in.
Fair to say, Fani de Villiers is the original Titans legend, isn't he?
Yeah, especially for the young kids. The older folks will remember Fani de Villiers. I certainly do. I grew up watching Vinnige Fani, but for the young kids, maybe not as much. But yeah, he was one of the true right arm swing bowlers for South Africa. He'll also tell you that. The first one goes for 4. That one must have slipped out. Fani gives him the stare, but he's going to have to bowl that one again. It's been called a no ball. It's gone to the boundary. The precise exact start that the Bulls are looking for.
Well, the fast arm action is no longer there from Fani de Villiers. Jaco van der Westhuizen is not too happy about the beamer.
It was never classic action-wise, Fani, but he was effective. But yeah, I'm surely going to send him a text message for that one. That first one, let's see the second one. Much better, much better. Was there a little bit of swing? A hint of swing, which he is known for.
There was, wasn't there? Just a lovely little hint of shape away from the right-hander there.
Again, back on it now. Fani has found the rhythm. He's found the length. Yeah, Jaco. We spoke about Jaco van der Westhuizen, Springbok, fullback. He also played fly, if I remember correctly, but mostly fullback. Yeah, he used to bowl off spin. He was a decent batter, more than decent at school level. Short bumper. That was the bumper from de Villiers. It doesn't change. Fast bowlers does not change.
Known for his skills, Fani de Villiers, and that was like a slower ball bouncer. Very clever.
Yeah, he's catching on quickly for the new era. The slow ball bumper has come into the game so much. Not in his time. This time, again, maybe a hint of swing, but he's got to bowl that one again. The over is getting long for Fani. I think what is he? He's 55, 56.
Yeah, in his day, the Yorker was the only variation he needed.
You can hear in the stump, Mike. He's warning Van der Westhuizen that it's going to be a bumper. It's going to be short. Has he got it in him? No. He gets bumped onto the embankment. He's asked for it and he's got it.
Well, it's a noble effort by Fani de Villiers to take the new ball, as you said, Johan, coming off a shoulder operation. I think he might just retire to a shady corner of the field if he can find one after this over.
Yeah, he set him up properly. He said to Jaco van der Westhuizen, this is going to be the short one. I think he was talking about bumper, but couldn't get it up. Well played from Jaco van der Westhuizen. Just works it around the corner. Keeps the strike. First over has gone for 8 runs and over. They are looking at 14.5 runs and over. Yeah, probably not going to get there, but there will be some proper entertainment for this really good crowd.
Chances of AB.
The coolest place in the stadium, the Castle Corner. How are you guys finding the game here today?
No, I think if you look at AB de Villiers today, I think this is a miracle happening here at SuperSport Park.
And are you looking forward to seeing more of this kind of games here at SuperSport Park?
I really do, because last time was the Proteas against the Box, and I haven't seen that yet. So this is beautiful. Can't wait to see this again, and just 300 plus runs. That's what we're looking for.
All right, thank you. Definitely the coolest place to be here at the stadium. If you want to cool down, get yourself a ticket into the Castle Corner and get in the pool.
He's a guy that could get it through in his day. Really quick, really economical action. And I actually think he still plays a little bit of club cricket. I think he plays a little bit, so he's still in it. Well stopped by Pierre Jabert, the captain.
He had a brief international career for the Proteas, but actually did pretty well when he did play, but had a lot of injuries. Poor Friedel de Wet.
Matfield off the mark. His first delivery just bunts it into the covers. Yeah, interesting as well. You know, when you grow up, mates, myself, Pierre Jabert, we played cricket against and together from the age of 11. That's how long I've known him. And we've never played for the same franchise. Just shows you what cricket and sport does. Mates for life. And today we work together at SuperSport. So that's why sport is not only just sport. There's so much more afterlife in all sports. I mean, these rugby players are big mates for life. Played. Sends it down. Friedel. There's a bit of an age difference. Friedel and Fani. You can see he can still get it on a length, but really well played by Van der Westhuizen.
I love that, Johan. Rivals since childhood on the field. Great friends off it. That's, as you say, the joy of sport.
He's asked me nicely not to mention everything what we've done through the years. We've travelled to Zambia. We've travelled the world together for some teams. So yeah, it's one of the things that brings us together. End of the over. De Friedel has finished his first over. Only 3 runs conceded. Another player that still plays a little bit of cricket. CJ de Villiers.
Yeah, I always think he retired a bit early, actually.
He actually did. I think he made a business decision. I think he went into business. He started off for the Knights in Free State down Bloemfontein. I actually played a lot of cricket with him and then moved up to Pretoria. But he did pack it in pretty easy. He still had a lot of cricket in him. Tall, lanky, fast bowler.
Oh, as Victor Matfield pulled something. Going through for that quick single, there's a bit of as if the sniper got him from the grandstand.
That's the interesting part today. We've seen a lot of injuries and niggles from the rugby players. Not from the cricket players as of yet. Yeah, he's definitely done something. Groin, looks like a groin or a hamstring or something. Scampering through for the single, the previous delivery. Yeah, it looks like groin. A couple of them's got to get back on the physio bench again after today. Misfield. Is it Friedel? They're on fine leg. It speeds off to the boundary like it usually does here at SuperSport Park. Lightning outfield. Carpet-like outfield.
Hands up in apology. It might have been Clive Eckstein, actually. I saw a number 14 on the back.
In the air, Mandlo! What a catch! What a catch! The unit! The unit has taken a blinder.
That is phenomenal. I was Mandla Mashimbi, of course, a coach these days. Used to coach here, and I was wondering if there was any sort of nerves on his part that he's going to be out in the middle and the players are going to be watching him and, you tell us to do these things and you can't do them. Well, look at this piece of fielding.
No ball. It's been called a no ball. We'll get to the catch again. He's got some content to show his students what you have to do and how you do that. He's certainly going to put that on a reel and send it off to them. But it is a no ball.
CJ de Villiers has stolen Mandla's moment of glory. It doesn't count.
And it results in a free hit. Matfield, the injured Matfield, sweeps it. Taken, but it's a free hit. Albin Morkel.
Victor's hitting it nicely, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on him. Limping around. Certainly tweaked something in the groin area. Again, De Villiers straight back. Crowd catch.
Victor might decide this running between wickets thing isn't for him and go for the fences.
Probably not a bad way to go when you're looking at a required rate of over 15.
Okay, and do you want to tell us a little bit more about your product?
Yes, so we GAN South Africa, clothing brand from Sweden. Everyone can come, it's a sportswear, that's why we're here today. You will see the players are also wearing our caps today, so we are a proud sponsor of the wardrobe, you can say, for today.
And if I'm around here at the stadium, what's the reason I would come to this product?
Apart from our clothing, we also have delicious coffees, ice cream. So yeah, there's something for everyone in the family.
Thank you, Minette. That's Minette from Ghent. If you are just walking around, or you should be walking around, come to Ghent, get a bit of taste, some nice, I see, espresso singles here, mochaccino doubles, a lot to look forward to here at Ghent.
Yeah, at SuperSport Park today. Starts with a wide. Doesn't look comfortable anymore.
A little bit of zip there though still.
I'm more comfortable these days maybe with something in the hand than in the bushveld. I know he's a lover of the bush and the animals.
He's swinging it too much, isn't he?
Tries to catch it, but doesn't get away with it.
Jan Klutter calling for the review.
I always think of the reverse. The rugby players will say afterwards, next week we play a rugby game. Let's see what's going to happen then. I always think of that. Maybe a touch game would be interesting.
Yeah, it seems only fair, hey? And the way AB de Villiers and co were brutalising the Bulls, that touch rugby might, a little bit of contact might creep in there.
They'll ask for some contact after today. There's no doubt about that. Matfield taking strike. One of South Africa's all-time legends. One of the best, arguably, line-out players that the world has ever seen. Certainly South Africa has ever seen. Heavily still involved in sport and rugby and commentating. A wealth of knowledge.
Yeah, I was going to say, one of the great rugby minds going around.
High in the air. Pierre Joubert will probably not get there, and they're going to trot through a second. Good area though. Matfield looking to it straight past the bowler, straight over his head.
Yeah, it was a nice shot by Matfield. He used to play in those Proteas versus Springboks games and showed himself to be a very useful cricketer.
Bowled him. Full straight. There's a few words been said by Morris. All in good spirit, I suppose, but Matfield's got a smile on his face. That's where you got to bowl. Full and straight. And disturb the timber.
Don't hit the fast bowler back over his head. They don't like it.
Oh.
And I think there was a little 5-kilometre injection of pace here from Chris Morris.
old saying. Don't hit the fast bowler. Victor Matfield just saying, I'll get you afterwards. We'll have a word about this. He's gone, bruised and battered. Hopefully that injury is not too bad.
Nice to see the kids out there delivering the drinks, and AB de Villiers enjoying his time back out in the middle. And wow, this wonderful crowd really enjoyed seeing him out in the middle today as well. A spectacular 26-ball century from Mr. 360 as Wynand Olivier comes out to bat. Wynand Olivier, of course, used to have hair to rival Faf de Klerk, the blonde locks, but it's gone now. It's more salt and pepper.
No ball. Slow ball. Just going to jog through for one. And, of course, we're going to have a free hit.
He's in a bit of a grumpy mood, Chris Morris, isn't he? Bouncer, first ball. I know Wynand Olivier's not wearing a helmet, which can make you fast bowlers a bit grumpy.
Oh, throw your mind back, Alan Donald and the Sultan in that second World Cup. Was it the UAE? I think it was. And the free has been deposited. What a shot. Over deep square leg. And easily clears the boundary. Jaco van der West stays in. That's the end of the over from Morris. It was a successful one, but also expensive.
Wow, you can see that cricketing pedigree you were talking about, Johan. That was so easy. Jaco van der West stays, and this is a quality shot.
Easy as you like.
Paul Harris. Paul Harris is going to have a bowl. This is going to be interesting, exciting.
The question should be, will there be turn? Should you look for turn? I've told him today, are you going to turn one off the straight today? Yeah, he's been a good servant through the years for not only the Titans, but also played a massive role in that very successful Proteas side. Late 2007 to 2000, let's say 15, when they were very successful. He was a prominent left arm orthodox spinner in that side.
Sachin Tendulkar, he got him a few times, almost his bunny. He's got a slip, which I don't think Paul Harris has often bowled with a slip.
High in the air, only one. Yeah, as expected, not a lot of turn on a turning wicket. They're not happy with AB de Villiers on the boundary. Thought maybe a bit of an effort. Casually picks it up with one hand, AB, and chucks it back. Sweep from Jaco. He's got all the shots, that's for sure.
He's still shouting the odds, Paul Harris.
Off the pad. Yeah, whenever we speak about Jaco van der West, and I get that, I remember this vision when the Bulls has won a Currie Cup and he was sitting on the crossbar. I don't know if you can remember that.
That is exactly the thing that comes to mind
Yeah.
when you mention Jaco van der West.
Well, this time what comes to mind is maximum from Van der Westhuizen. Is that him? I think so, yeah. No, it's Olivier. Olivier punts it straight down the ground for 6.
Oh, it's a very good strike when you've just come to the wicket. Nicely tossed up by Paul Harris. But wow, that's a good hit. No long on in plays.
Bowled him. through the gates. Looked for turn. There was none. And a 6 and out for Olivier.
It was the old 1-2 card trick by Paul Harris, wasn't it? Toss one up nice and slowly, get hit for 6. Next one is flat under the arm ball, and right to Wynand Olivier before he knew what was happening.
Yeah, wily old fox still has it. Can still roll the arm over. And you can just see there's still a little bit of niggle. He's still got it in him.
He's always been a great competitor, Paul Harris. He does not like to lose, whether it's golf or business or cricket. He's a real feisty character.
Man of many skills, if I remember correctly. He was MC at AB de Villiers' wedding as well. He was the MC, I was there, and he was the MC.
He's got away with words, doesn't he? He is, yeah, I can imagine him doing a good job as MC.
It's straight down the ground from Alberts. And de Villiers, if you can do it, I can do it. 6 runs, first delivery.
And he's even got a little dance prepared, a little celebration for the 6. But look at those arms. Look at those arms. I mean, if Willem Alberts makes half decent contact, that ball is going to fly.
It's half a hit. Doesn't get in a great position at the last ball of the over from Harris is deposited. That's also going to be the end of myself and you. We are going to give way to new commentary.
A bit more about your product.
Hi guys, so today we're having a tasting for the Fruiticana. We have it in the smoothie version, and then we also have fruit juice and then an energy drink. So on the smoothies we have 5 flavors, which is the orange one. We also have the ginger and plum. We have the tropical fruit as well as watermelon and berries, and the the kiwi apple and the kiwi apple and the grape. And then we have the fruity version, which is the fruit juice.
That's me. Ooh, we come back to a diving effort.
Straight into the action.
Oh my goodness, Albie Morkel diving to his left, just out of his reach.
There's a lot of Albie Morkel, though, to go around when it comes to the defensive part.
Ooh, there's a lot of him and he can get it up into the air.
Yeah, he can get there. It's quite impressive. Look, this is not as bad a start as I thought it would be for the Blue Bull Legends. Yes, they're 2 wickets down, but that 50 runs and that run rate as well, I think, stood them in good stead. We disagreed because I thought maybe Victor Matfield's not the man to open the batting rather, just because I know he wants to do it all. But tell you what, they did need a little bit of that impetus, and it's worked for them.
They've reached 50 now. They're going at 10 runs to the over. Proper entertainment. The bone collector collects the ball down on its pitch and they go for 1. Eckstein is continuing with his work here. Such a tough chase, but you know what? They're putting in fights for it here. It's up into the air.
Ah, he's got it.
Oh, what a great catch!
Really good take.
That is superb. We saw Mandla Mashimbi earlier on taking a catch off a no ball, but that is clean.
And we saw a couple of those as well in the first innings where the Bulls players did have an opportunity to take, and that's exactly where the hands let them down, boys. And I suppose that's the difference between a cricketer who knows exactly what catch to employ. That seemed to be the biggest confusion. Am I going hands up? Am I buckets? And you can sort of see the difference. Somebody who's done this for many years. Cool as you like.
The most impressive thing out of all of that, Kola, is the fact that the ball was going behind him, so he had to run backwards and have that reach. Friedel de Wet with a fantastic catch.
Yeah, he's really looked good today. We were talking about him earlier. Very talented cricketer, and it looks like he's having the time of his life.
Just had that one match for South Africa where Dale Steyn was injured. He played fantastically well, was currently playing for the Dolphins at the time, Friedel de Wet. Now he's showing that he can still dive around as we bring in the new batter in. Willem Alberts, though, is on strike for the Blue Bulls Legends. Oh, take cover. Johan Kluter Ampi runs for 4. What a shot.
Great straight drive, and if there's one thing that the man can do is swing the willow. He is big, strong, powerful, upper body, and he knows that's where he's going to get his runs. Well done, Willem.
Who needs running? We can just smash it down the ground. Look at that shimmy.
He knows he wasn't the fastest, and opposite him in Werner Krier, you've got a former prop as well. These guys are not built for speed. Look at them. But they know how to swing a willow.
Unfortunately, when they're running, they're not bulldozing through anybody. They just have to run through air as fast as they can. Eckstein has been picked up over the cow corner. What a shot from the bone collector. Goes for 6 runs.
And getting more confident as well. He definitely wasn't middling it for a 4 there. He was gunning for the 6. He got it, and he'll be very happy. And I think they'll want to keep him on as long as possible. But it is high-risk stuff.
It just, the foot movement is exceptional from Willem Alberts. Crunching it now. Bang! Take that! What a smashing shot! He chose the wrong sport for his career, clearly. Willem Alberts is torching it up.
I was about to say, I think he's wearing the wrong jersey. Isn't he supposed to be in white if you can bat like this? Really good sportsman all round. And we were remarking about just how easy it is. Somebody his size is able to move in terms of, just defending that boundary, and we saw some great fielding from him. You mentioned his footwork, and I suppose that's the difference. He's only just retired from playing, so he's still fit. He's still got it.
Did you just see the guns through the shirts? The shirts couldn't even breathe.
I think they had to rip that. Look at him. his sleeves open just so he can fit the gun show in.
He's an absolute unit. But here's a man who played tons of Test cricket for the Proteas. Paul Harris also played tons of cricket here at the Titans. Ooh, seems like he still has it.
Yeah, and he's also being a little bit sneaky, Harry, because we know he's up against, as I mentioned, Werner Krier, who's as a prop, he's a big burly guy. You can see he's not necessarily going to keep that bat nice and low. He wants to belt it.
Oh, that is very close. But the umpire says that is not out. Paul Harris must be asking, what must I do?
You're going to be as big as the 2 guys who are currently batting at the moment, and maybe intimidation is a factor for the umpires.
You know what? Maybe that was going down leg. Oh, that is much straighter. Paul Harris is asking all the questions to the batters.
And right to the block hole, like I said, he doesn't want to give this guy any bit of width. Just keep it straight onto the stump, onto mid-stump even. And I think he knows a wicket is going to come.
But also remember, these guys are massive units.
Huge.
Oh, is he taking it?
Yeah, and he wanted.
Yes, he does.
And he was going to swing. He was always going to.
He swings, and now he swings for the last time. He goes for a shot straight through the bowler, but Paul Harris, with quick reflexes, getting the ball on the second try. And it's a well-deserved wicket for the pressure he's been putting on.
Well done, Harry. And he definitely looked at the situation and said, he's going to try and smack this. These 2 guys are not going to be running in between the wickets. There's no quick singles coming anytime soon. And if I keep it nice, low, straight, you'll get your reward. And he did. Nice one, Harry.
You know what my favorite thing is, though? Look at Willem Albert's face. He hasn't stopped smiling. No. Everyone is having so much fun out there. The crowd is also having so much fun. But it's working even well for Willem Alberts. 23 from just 4 deliveries. That is
very
crazy.
Impressive. Very impressive, Willem Alberts. And I suppose this is the plan. I mean, there's nothing much you can do. I've been looking forward to seeing this guy have a go. Dieval Potgieter, really good loose forward for the Vodacom Bulls. He's a Springbok, but also very highly spoken about as a schoolboy cricketer. And I think he's got a bit of a point to prove.
Can he show the way for the Bulls? Ooh, look at that front foot defense. High shoulder.
Yeah, nice. Great movement. Don't think too much about the flourish, son. You got to get some runs on the board.
Well, these guys are a bunch of winners. Potgieter was part of that storied Blue Bulls team that was just running through everything. Vodacom Cup, Curry Cup, even the Super 14, they were dominant.
No, absolutely dominant. And he was part of a back trio that, had legends.
Ruth, can you just tell us a little bit more about what you guys are providing, what services you guys are providing here today?
Hi, good day everybody. Thank you for joining us today. And it was such a privilege to see everybody join us, especially for the Fidelity ADT ladies that we sponsor for the last 3 years. Today we had our cleaning services, our security services, and as you would have entered, you would have seen a Fidelity Secure Fire truck with our Secure Fire being here today as well. Thank you for joining us. And it is such a privilege to be a part of the Fidelity ADT Titans ladies and the Titans men. Thanks.
Just fetching that ball from behind the boundary rope.
The funniest thing is that Willem Albert is one of the best ball carriers I've seen. He runs and drives through it, but today he's trying to pep that ball away from his body and as far as he possibly can, and he's been doing an excellent job at it.
I'm very impressed with what he's shown, because yes, it is about the big hits, and he does swing for the boundary as another one. Finds a 4. Looks like they're really going well, and is that Potgieter now off the mark? Dierwald is gone, is off the mark. He's got 4 runs. So they'll be happy with that start. But yes, I like to see the intent from the Bone Collector, and he really does have some good technique.
How was that one?
Very nice one from XD. He's bowling well. Mosehle still has it with the gloves.
It definitely does, and I was expecting a little bit more chat there, but maybe it's the size of the two guys out at the crease at the moment.
Oh, hands from Mosehle. Superb work. Just as we talk about it, he shows that he's still alive with the gloves, and he stumps Dierwald Potgieter.
I'm not going to forgive you, Dierwald. I spoke up your game. I told everybody how good you are. Now, look, 4 runs, but I think a well-taken 4. He'll be disappointed to leave early.
Ooh, but that was such a sweet delivery from XD. And beating him inside out. And Mosehle with a good take. Because you see, the ball is gripping and it's actually spinning around here. So he's reading it well. And that's 5 wickets down now for the Blue Bulls.
And Johan Roots, the man to take his place at the crease. Wearing number 15 on his back, and that was the number he played in for the Bulls for many a season. Really talented sportsman all round, and we'd heard stories before, but it's great to be able to see him up against some really good cricketers. And I wonder also, looking at that run rate, which has unfortunately started diminishing, it's now under 10 per over, which is kind of what I think they would have wanted to pin it at, and hopefully unleash in the last 5 overs if they've got enough wickets in hand. So it'll be interesting to see what a Johan Roots does. Can he just keep that run rate ticking over?
Well, sometimes what we saw, actually, except for AB de Villiers, because he was the big differentiator in the two teams after all.
Yeah.
But even Albie Morkel took his time to get into the game. Chris Morris took his time, about 10 to 12 deliveries to start striking the ball proper. So this is smart batting from Roots. That's all he needs to do, just get the rhythm off the surface.
This is kind of what I was thinking he was going to do as well, and maybe only now we'll start seeing a sneaky 1 here and there, maybe a 2 if you can run, if there's enough space out on the outfield. I did mention that his partner in crime, maybe not the quickest off the mark, but no slouch, Willem Alberts, and his fitness will, I think, count in their favor, because he is still able to get about despite that size.
Speaking about that size, I'm just looking at the bat. It looks like a toy in his hands.
Yeah, I actually thought maybe it picked up one of the kids' bats.
Well, now it's going to be units versus units. I actually had a conversation with Coach Mandla And I needed to ask him proper if he's never played rugby before. And he assured me, Pendulo, I have never played rugby. I'm a cricket man.
He's
Look at him.
come on. Well, I tell you what, I would.
Of Headset Kids. Just tell us a little bit more about Headset Kids.
Okay, Headset Kids is a nutrition program that we do in early childhood development centers. So what we do is actually take care of nutrition in early childhood developments with micronutrients. So that's what they add to the food just for optimal health. And here we're just basically doing a raffle to raise the funds for that.
And how does it feel to be part of this day here today?
No, it's thrilling, it's epic, and it's legendary.
Because he thought, I'm sending this one over the Gautrain station track. But it didn't quite carry, but still getting the 4 runs. So he'll be happy with that, Willem.
Smooth action coming there from Coach Mashimbi. But that line and length, lots of questions.
Needs some coaching, does he?
The irony of it all. Well left from Willem Alberts. Well, he maybe needs to change the clothes to white ones. You see, he's practicing his defenses.
Yeah, he is. We're not here for that today. There's a lot of runs to make up, and let's hope we see some more from the Bulls Legends.
Big heave. There's a man standing at deep square leg. AB de Villiers just hovering out there. They don't want to hit it to him.
And another one of the differences when you watch the difference between the rugby players and the cricketers, that little bit of fielding from AB, so simple, very snappy, very effective, just 1 run.
You know, it's those things that people forget when we move to an international level, that it's not about the swagger, the flair anymore. It's about the decision making and how efficient you are in executing the plans that are in place.
Yeah, and minimizing the mistakes that could potentially happen from a fielding perspective, because it is down to 1 man when the ball is heading towards you.
Half tracker from Coach Mandla, and he has been coached that he must never, ever bowl it there. Manchester United finally win something in the crowd as they catch the ball. It goes for 6.
Oh, is it even a win or a draw? I mean, it's been bad for those guys. Yeah, Coach Mandla going for quite a few runs in this. And also, must say, Willem Alberts got his eye in now.
Oh, that would have been a masterful catch. But look at the difference. The rugby players were going, ooh, and
it was shaking their hands, and it was so, it was Aina.
It.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I think that was Werner Kreer who was facing a stinger of a delivery, and he felt it for quite some time.
Another half tracker, but has he fallen for the
carry.
trap? It's AB de Villiers who is under it. He's not dropping those. And Coach Mandla wins the battle between he and Willem Alberts.
And he also knew that, again, Willem is not going to change anything. He just wants to smack that for a 6. So well done, Coach Mandla. The experience certainly counting.
You see him rolling his fingers over the ball to just take away the pace. And it's easy pickings for AB de Villiers. The kids standing and on the boundary line must be having the most craziest of views, having one of their childhood heroes right in front of them.
Yeah, he's been chatting to them all day, it seems, and they are incredibly happy. It's just such a nice turnout. The crowd coming out on a Sunday afternoon here at Centurion. It looks like the clouds are back, but at least we've managed to get the majority or the bulk of the game underway and under the belt, so that's been really good. But back to the pitch where another legend is about to take aim. Brian Abana, we saw him ball in hand. Now, his chance to wield the willow.
Family affair here. It's all vibes. Look at how relaxed they are. The kids are having a good time watching their heroes, not only from a cricket perspective, but also from a rugby perspective. Can you believe it, though, Xola? It's been 18 years since this man who just came in, Brian Habana, was the Rugby Player of the Year.
18 years. It's unbelievable.
Here's AB de Villiers after taking the catch. He comes into bowl and is currently bowling to Roots.
I was remarking to Ken Borland before the match started that it's quite scary to see a lot of these guys who I consider to be youngsters, young players. And Brian Habana was one of them as well. We watched him, and he had a phenomenal match in Perth where he scored 2 great long-distance tries and announced himself really to the rugby world, and he was the bright young talent, and now here he is, retired and playing in exhibition-style matches. Unreal.
And he's watching Johan Roots cut the ball through the gap, seeing it run down for 4. That was actually a very good shot to find the gap. AB de Villiers has been smacked away, getting a taste of his own medicine. But there's protection now. Captain keeps it down to 1.
You can see, and I was mentioning that if anyone's got a bit of technique, Johan Roots looks like he's got some, and those 2 square cuts, I think just really perfectly done. He would have wanted to get a little bit more out of it in terms of runs, but I love the way he goes about his business.
Well, earlier on, we were watching Albert and Kruger bats, and then Potgieter and Albert's bats, and there was not much running there.
No, that wasn't the plan at all.
Now we have the ultimate Springbok batting. Might be running here.
It would be great to see them go between the wickets, though.
Reverse swing. Brian Habana might have thrown away his wickets. No, why didn't you close your eyes and let us watch more Brian Habana?
We wanted to see him run, but that reverse sweep just came in.
Oh, it's a no ball. We are going to see more Brian Habana. Umpire Johan Kluter throwing a bombshell on us.
Yo, these balls are very, 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 almost too lucky, one would say.
I think just a little bit. Smashes it over the top. Brian Habana, 2007 IRB Player of the Year. Unbelievable.
And Pierre standing nice deep there, knew he wasn't going to have to do much running. And it seemed like he telegraphed that reverse sweep as well. He was almost expecting to dispatch it before he actually made contact.
Oh, no! What a catch! What? That is incredible! Diving behind him, CJ de Villiers. Take a bow.
And that's Johan Roots, who's gone, who I was thinking maybe might be a last opportunity to get some decent runs on the board. But after this, I don't know if the lineup makes any sense in terms of batters and just how much they'll be able to garner.
AB de Villiers is doing it all. He's getting hit for runs, he's hitting runs, and now he's taking a wicket. What a stunning catch from CJ de Villiers. He's the one who wants to audition for some rugby.
He certainly can. And I think we're on to Jaco Pretorius, who is going to be facing up soon.
But our producers liked it so much they have to show it thrice. Brian Habana, he's still out there, and now he is joined by Jaco Pretorius. Last ball over number 10. An eventful one from AB de Villiers. It goes for 9 runs, and it's 94 for 7, as we'll have a commentary change.
Yeah, he's also holding his side as well, Jaco Pretorius. I don't know. He doesn't seem to be moving too well. A bit gingerly, I think, across the pitch. So keep a close eye on that.
Age is nothing but a number.
Is that why he's got 50 on his back?
You didn't switch it off.
I just muted it. Looking clean, beautiful. Questions.
Thanks, Gola. Yeah, you've wickets has been tumbling 7 down. The question is, how many are we going to see? There's a squad of 14. We might see all of them gingerly walking onto the park. Looks like there has been a couple of injuries. This one is short pulled. It's going to be 6. 6 runs.
Well, the Bulls are known for their never say die attitude, and I'm sure they're going to go down swinging here as the 100 comes up of 71 balls. That's the 8th 6 in this innings.
Achieving a 9.7, which in normal cases is respectable, more than respectable. Swept, not out. Arenstam, he's into the bowling attack. First time they've seen the leggy today. Leg spin.
It was fun seeing the two left-arm spinners in tandem, wasn't it?
Kyle and Clive Eckstein and Harris. A couple of wickets between them. Banner. Tries to dink one. Tries to send it down to third man. Getting chirped. Getting told that he can't sidestep a cricket ball, which he was a master.
Agricultural, I think, is probably the best way to describe that shot.
And bamboozled by the leg spin. That's the end of the over. Arenstam. Just the one over. Yeah, crowd, some clouds gathering, but no one's leaving. Very good turnout today.
Fantastic, Johan. It's just been such a wonderful vibe here at SuperSport Park.
De Villiers gets a second. He's not known for his bowling, but not too bad. He can do it all, can't he?
Oh, in terms of all-round talent, one of the greatest ever. I was looking forward to seeing him bowl a bit of seam up, you know, the ones that got him those test wickets.
Bowled him, Habana. You said it before, agricultural. This time he can't make any contact. De Villiers takes a second wicket. You know, to the disgust of the crowd, one of their heroes has to leave.
See AB de Villiers saying it turned and bounced. Let's see how much it turned.
I'm not so sure, AB. He gave it a lot of flight, but bamboozled him rather with the flight than anything else. It wasn't ripping. You know how Harbhajan Singh.
I think Paul Harris might have turned it more.
I doubt that as well. 8 down now.
So Brian Habana had a reprieve against AB de Villiers earlier when he tried to hoodwink AB. He took guard left-handed and then promptly turned around and produced a switch hit, which was caught. But AB, I think it cut the return crease, and umpire Klutter no-balled him.
JP Nell now to the crease. Only single, they need boundaries, and plenty of them. 176 of 50. That's not going to happen, but there will be some more entertainment for the crowd. Cut hard, 4. Beats the fielder, beats the sweeper, Pierre Jabert. Very good shot, technically, really good.
Yeah, nicely played, Jaco Pretorius. The two centres out in the middle together, JP Nell and Jaco Pretorius.
Leg side, that's going to be another maximum. Hits the boundary fence on the full. And that is the end of the over, finished by a fantastic slog sweep. He grabs his side. Obviously another rugby player has got injured today. I said earlier in the piece before the match starts, it is different movements for the rugby player, unnatural. And we certainly see the result of that. A couple of injuries thus far.
Some sweet timing from Jaco Pretorius. The two boundaries in that over. He certainly got some natural ball striking ability.
Batting from Nell. Just bunts it and gets his striker on strike again. Goes again. There's the sweeper. And Paul Harris. Only the single. Big appeal, big appeal. Umpire says no, Johan Klitter. Also looks like a slight drizzle, doesn't bother the players. The crowd is just getting some cover. There's some clouds moving in.
It was a great effort by Mungi Musekle behind the stumps there to try and go for the stumping, and now he wants an LBW.
So difficult. He looks pretty good still, Aaron Stam, with his leggies. And that's, when you get it right, to a rugby player, it's hard to read, hard to play.
I was going to say that it almost seems a bit unfair to unleash a leg spinner against the rugby players.
Yeah, you get that feeling through the day almost when AB walked in and scored 100 of what? Was it 28 deliveries? 26? Can't remember. 28 deliveries, yeah. It was always going to be favouring the ex-cricketers, the Titans legends. AB de Villiers himself picks it up, gets it in.
Yeah, they haven't gone easy on the Bulls today. Morris Aronstam didn't get to bowl that much during his playing career, better known as a opening batter. But he's bowled well, 2 overs for 10.
Oh, it's a bit like the Stormers last week against the Bulls. They didn't go easy on them. I had to get that one in there. As a Stormers supporter in my house.
I dare you to say that in the post-match function,
Yeah, I have a word there. It was Big Vic. Just ask him what was his feelings about towards that game. No, just teasing, just teasing. Albie Morkel. Yeah, what an all-rounder he was. Worldwide LPL legend in the Titans arena. Also did so well when playing in the green and gold.
Good to see him involved in coaching and passing on some of that knowledge.
Get him with the Proteas. Get him to help the bowlers with the Proteas. Yeah, he's heavily involved in the Chennai franchise. And he used to coach a little bit at Namibia as well. Now moved, does all the Chennai franchise stuff, the American stuff. When they're in your SA20, he's also involved in the IPL. Wealth of knowledge. It's got away for 4. Much needed boundary. As the rain starts falling, I don't think this is going to last very long. Umpires are doing a great job of staying out there. They're saying we are finishing this game. 2 wickets needed for the Titans, the legends. 8 down.
Jaco Pretorius has 26 off 13 balls. What's he doing coming in number 9?
Like to be a fly on the wall when they decide on the batting lineup, but it's coming down pretty heavily now. So the decision has been made. There's no lightning, there's no danger, but it is starting to rain pretty hard. Fielders are going to leave the park, covers are going to come on. You know, what a pity on a day like this. How many overs left? 6 overs to go, but it has closed in on us quite quickly.
How far behind on DLS par do you think the Bulls are?
They should be on 239 right now. They're on 125. So they've got a long way to go.
It's been a good effort. 14 overs, 125. Decent run rate achieved of 8.9. But wow, well, that's a pity that the wonderful afternoon has to end in scenes like that.
Yeah, I don't see us looking up to the horizon. See us going back shortly. As the rain comes storming out of the south like it usually does. Ground staff up to the task, covers field being covered.
And it doesn't look very good looking towards Johannesburg to the south. It looks like there's some even heavier stuff on its way, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's been like that this year. It's been pretty wet up in the Highveld. Lots and lots of rain. Lots of matches has been called off due to that.
Well, we've certainly had our share of great entertainment, though, in the 34 overs that we have been able to watch. AB de Villiers really thrilling the crowd again with that brilliant 26-400. And it's been fun to see some of the rugby players shining with the bat as well. Willem Alberts looks a very good all-round cricketer. Bowled well, batted well. Jaco van der Wester is batted really nicely up top. And Jaco Pretorius going well now on 27 not out of just 14 balls.
Yeah, people are looking for a hiding spot. I think we're all hoping for a return for the last 6 overs. Don't get your hopes up. We'll be back to give you some of the action, if any. For now, thanks for joining us. Speak to you later.